We
Oh,
were
now.
sitting.
Oh, okay.
And no, she would have that. She was like 35 kilos wet. I feel like as in that sound. Two,
Four.
one.
I fucked up.
You fucked yourself up. It's
Yes,
the
I
funniest thing. You went 3, 4. What's up?
So, bitch. I thought you. So I looked at you.
Hey guys, welcome back to DM the Podcast, Season 5, Episode 6.
Does it even matter?
The thing, we should be looking there, right? If we're talking there. But we're looking at the screen because it's...
I usually try to.
Yeah. It's like an episode of Office, you just...
Yeah.
Anyways, cheers.
What? What?
That's it, drinking?
I'm like, I was thirsty.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Understandable.
I was actually going to get water earlier and then I was like, we're going to drink in a bit. Might as well wait.
Yeah, I wanted water as well. And that was the only reason I didn't get water either. I was like, we're going to drink it a bit.
Fuckers procrastinating on everything.
Honestly. Also, that's a banger.
Yes. Ritz. Today's sponsor.
Today's sponsor.
Yeah.
Use
Man
Ali.
opened it up upside down.
Use
so
Ali. Use Ali to cover your face. It's detecting
Oh.
you.
you were like, use Ali. I'm like, what? What does use Ali mean?
Yeah, there we go. Cheese crispers, isn't it?
It's the flavor that we like. It's the spicy queso.
It's spicy queso. You should try it.
Yeah.
It's really good. I think we need to bring our wannabe sponsor segments back.
What do you mean wannabe sponsors? They actually sponsored us this time.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
But
so
through another company, but they did.
yeah. So we couldn't go to the Ritz factory directly.
Yeah.
Even though they invited
They
us.
invited
Because,
us.
we had work and everything.
Yeah, but they
and I had to
told
do my
us to
driver's
come on a
test.
Wednesday, 3 o'clock, and you hadn't even done your driver's test at that
Yeah.
point.
And,
Plus
I'm
we-
still working until like 3:30.
Yeah, exactly.
So instead of that, we decided to go to another place, a big lots near Xenia, was it? No, it was in Springfield.
They said okay, fine, the next location.
Yeah.
That we
And
can
when
meet
we
you.
went there, they actually gave this box to us for only like $2.99. So
Yeah.
it was a really good deal.
They made us give them money, by the way, but
Yeah.
it was a great
I mean,
deal.
they didn't make us, but they gave it on like a,
No, they literally took my card. Who doesn't know this? They took my card and swiped it before giving it to him.
Yeah,
but-
because that's how transactions work, right? But he doesn't know that. That's fine.
No. Like before we even got the box, they
Yeah,
just
bro, it's
swiped
part
it.
of the experience.
Oh,
you
is that-
pay first. And
Oh,
then
you have
get
had
the
this happen to you
product.
before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't had sponsors come to me like that, so
Oh,
You know.
you'll get that. someday.
yeah.
It's fine.
Someday, hopefully,
Yeah.
with the help of you.
Yeah. So Ritz crackers, they're the best. Cheese crispers.
If any other companies do want to send us crackers, though, go ahead. We
Send
can
us
make a
crackers.
cracker tier list.
Yeah.
Whenever I say crackers, just because of the other connotation that's there.
Yeah, that's why I was
It's
like,
just in
man's
my
trying to start us. Human trafficking over here. I'm like,
which
listen,
states have the
I'm
best
not. Yeah.
I didn't finish my sentence, but if I did, it would have been very bad.
I just realized what you said. How fucked up that is.
No, because some states don't have Ritz. Some states have other companies.
Nice save. Though.
Yeah. So.
Nice save.
Yeah. Like.
The
Utz.
what?
I don't know how to say it. It's UTZ.
What?
I think it's Utz.
I think you fuck off.
No. I think that's a vibe, don't you think?
Sure, but like the confidence you had when you said that, I'm like
You gotta carry.
unmatched.
How do you think I got my jobs, bro? Like honestly,
Bullshit.
no, I didn't bullshit. I said the truth and decided to leave paths that left me looking unflattering. For example, they were like, "So have you done Inventor?" I said, "Yeah, I've opened it, used it like 2-3 times."
They're like, so can you tell us a bit
decent.
about what you did in that? No.
No, I said I did some 3D modeling. Not too bad, but it's not that hard. And then they were like Katia. I was like, I know of Katia. Yeah, I know Katia. I said I know of both times. I didn't say I know Katia, right? So there, I was like, but I'm not really well versed in it, so I can learn on the job. Though. I'm a pretty good learner, which wasn't a lie. I'm like the go-to Katia guy and inventor guy in our department.
Really?
Yeah. Because everyone else is like experts in different fields. Like our main, mini main boss. It's rude to say that because he's actually short as well. So like, I meant like he's like the
director. I got what you mean.
Managing director.
I got what you mean, and then see, I was like, maybe if you say smaller main boss, that's not helping.
Yeah, exactly. Minuscule. No, like
yeah, so it's fucking midget.
Now you're trying to get a sketch set.
No, like, imagine you go to work and be like, I'm like, Rashmi, don't say that. That's your boss. Wow. Do you want to get fired? Put the thoughts into their head. Exactly. I'm like manifesting Rashmi gets fired.
Like, great, now we both don't have jobs.
I'm like, nah, bro. I'm going back to my line. I don't know what the fuck you doing.
No, they'll fire you because you were in the podcast as well.
Nah, bro. Yeah. I'm like, remove all traces.
I'm just talking to Ali. It's not even you. But he's really good at networking and stuff like that. And then my other
is that
boss,
the guy that we met? Was his name Kyle or something? Kevin?
No. No. He's not.
He says hi to me once in a while when
he's really nice. But he can be a psycho as well. Like he has like a flip switch. Yeah. Sometimes he tells me things and I'm like, bro, you are fucked up. I'm like, you should. No, I will do it. I will do it if I wanted to.
No, see,
like he's not racist.
Yeah, that's fine. Last time at the rec center, I had a boss.
I think I know
Christina. Something.
Yeah. What about her,
bro?
Wasn't she racist or something like that?
Probably she was. I didn't have a experience with her like that.
Yeah,
but
she was actually chill with you, no?
No, she has this mask.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, the white people mask.
She looks like she's always like a very nice, friendly, sweet person.
Go lucky.
Bro, she can flip that switch immediately. Like,
as in like she'll get mad like real quick.
She'll get mad and everything, but when she gets mad, you can see how that mad face came from that calm face. Like it's always hiding behind her. Like it's like she's always there. She's always hiding it.
That is her natural face, kind of like she's always mad. That's her secret. She's how
like something like that. It seems like she's kind of fake that way. Sometimes, And I'm like, okay, so you're not to be like trifled with, like.
Got you.
Yeah, like.
But she was chill with you. I don't remember you having problems
until
the last semester.
Until like, I forgot what.
I think it was one semester before you graduated, right? That you had some issues with that, and then you
No. I think it was. I forgot whether I didn't show up to work or I came late or something like that.
Probably came late. I don't think you never missed work, right? Right.
Yeah, I would miss work.
But anyways.
And I usually set like multiple alarms to wake up in the morning.
I know that feeling. I know we have talked about this before, but like.
And I only set it in intervals.
Like, yeah, you have to. Else it just doesn't work. Because
I mean,
if I used to that tone.
No, well, because it will stop and then it'll start again.
Yeah, it's a
restart is the one that I
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Wake up to.
Because if it's like a normal,
because
it won't work.
My alarm is the Haley Steinfeld song. And it's like that hey that will wake me up. No, but
Haley does it much better.
Yes, 100%. Yeah. And I always have it like 5-minute intervals.
Yeah.
Which is, if I don't wake up for that one, I'll definitely wake up for that one.
The second one's probably more annoying though, right?
Well, actually, my regular alarm, I have, so my first alarm ringtone, right? I'll show it.
We're gonna go a deep dive.
Yeah, deep dive. So, this is my...
It feels like deja vu for some reason.
Really? So this is my normal ringtone.
Keep it a bit. Yeah.
Right? And that hey is the one that
Hey!
okay, calm down.
No? Okay.
And then this one is actually a TikToker.
Tiki-Toki.
On TikTok, I think her name's called. It's not
Me
Easy
too.
Being Wheezy
Okay.
because she has asthma,
Yeah.
and she actually made this for somebody asked her or something, and this is actually pretty fun.
Good morning. It's time to get up. Come on, let's get up. We have a lot to do today. You're not alone. I'm gonna help you. Let's get up. Don't make me scream at you because I will.
And
Does it go after that or no?
no, it doesn't go after the big because I think at the
That
time
should have been
her usual content was her screaming.
That should have been like a 5-second pause.
And then she screams.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, this was like a nice version of her.
Oh gosh.
And what's actually sad was I think sometime early this year or last year.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was this year. A lot of people were being mean to her for no reason on TikTok, and she actually stopped making videos for a while.
That's 60% of TikTok, anyways.
Yeah, and
They'll
her
just
content was really nice too. You know.
They just start picking on someone for no reason. So.
Yeah, but
I'm
yeah,
not
those are
surprised.
that's my first alarm and second alarm.
My
And the
alarms
second-
are always the same.
Second alarm, usually I'm in the bathroom like brushing my teeth, and then that comes on. Okay, thank you.
For me, I can't put songs as alarms
Mm.
because they get integrated in my dreams. You know, all of a sudden I'll be listening to music and the alarm's playing, but it's this fucking alarm song. You know.
Well, I
used to have remember the name, which is like no, that's the name of the song.
remember the name.
Yeah,
Oh,
10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will. You
I
know
know
it.
it, but I
You know
don't
it.
remember it per se.
But and that was my favorite song. I was like, yeah, I'll wake up to my favorite song. Man's dancing in the fucking dream, and I'm like, I wake up 10 minutes before my alarm.
You should set like a
my school class.
No, not class. Like you know
No,
those.
I'm saying 10 minutes before my class, I wake up and I'm like, oh shit. And it takes 10 minutes for me to walk. Because this is when I was in China.
Oh.
It takes me 10 minutes to walk to school, not to the building.
You should
So
have
then
run.
I'm running. I literally used to go in my basketball shorts, put on a shirt, because I sleep shirtless, right? So I'll put on a shirt and just run.
Yeah.
And be like washing my mouth while I'm running.
Washing your mouth?
Like gurgling water and shit.
Oh.
Because I couldn't brush my teeth, you know?
Dirty bugger, yeah.
I'm not saying I wasn't at that time. Like, as in, like, I had to get to class. Chinese teachers are way stricter than out here.
What if you don't go to class?
You had to stay outside. Like that one teacher who used to do OSHA. I don't know if you ever had it.
Oh.
If you're 1 minute late, not even 5 minutes, 1 minute late, the door is locked. You can't enter the house.
I had that one professor,
the young dude, kind of tall.
Young dude.
I mean, he's younger than the other professors. He's not young. He's like 36.
Is it the one? What's his name? Kessler.
I don't think he was Kessler.
Yeah, but there was Dr. Cobbs.
Okay.
Or Dr. Cobb, I think. He used to do that. The moment it was time, he would go and lock the door.
Yeah.
But then he would also, like, I think, let you in later.
Oh no, this one was like, if you knock on the door and wave, he's like, leave.
Oh, I've never had that professor before.
Yeah. For me, I was lucky once. I was like 1 minute late or something. Someone opened the door for me accidentally. The teacher just glared at him and he was like, why did you open the door? This is like the first 2 weeks. And then he's like, if anyone comes late to my class, don't open the door. If it takes you 10 minutes to walk here and you're gonna get late by 1 minute, just start getting ready 5 minutes earlier. Like, it doesn't matter to me, you know, because know this class is there.
It's never that serious though.
Yeah, it's not. But like, it was kind of funny to me as
like,
well. You know?
I am paying you money. Not directly, but I'm paying your salary, basically. Right? American mindset.
Yeah.
So, like, you are serving me. Who are you to tell me I can't come in your class?
You say that to a teacher back at home, you're gonna get backhanded.
Listen, I would get backhanded by the teacher and my mom.
your mom.
Yeah.
Because the teacher will call your mom and be like, he's got detention.
No, not detention.
No. Like, she says that. Mom's like, what did you do? She tells what happened. She's like, oh, okay, miss, that's fine. You go home straight.
Yeah, and then my
Like-
mom will call my dad. My dad will come back on Friday, get hit as well. I'm like, that's 3 days past. What is accrued balance?
You start getting grey hair because you're stressing out so much, waiting for the shot. Your dad calls you every day. He's like, 2 more days, 1 more day. It's like 10 minutes away. You're like, motherfucker, let me be. Okay, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said it while you were drinking, but that would be so funny. And then, like, when he's pulling in, he just calls me. He has the Undertaker music. You're like,
Bro,
you're
it
crying.
used to be the worst thing whenever I fucked up big.
Yeah.
Because my dad's working in another state, right?
So you're
He
waiting
usually,
for.
he usually comes back on Wednesday night or Friday night.
It's like shipping.
So anything I fuck up in between that time,
You're done.
I'm like, Mom, please don't do that.
Hey, give us a story. Like,
Oh.
I haven't heard this before. I didn't know this.
Really?
Like, I knew your dad worked in another state.
Yeah.
Right? And I knew he came back once in a while, but I didn't know this part.
No, like he comes back at the end of the week, right? Like Friday night.
Yeah. I didn't
So-
know the rest.
Yeah, like, so for example, let's say.
So then you had to keep your mom on the good books as well after that.
Yeah.
She's
Because
like,
I'm
do
like,
this, okay.
yeah.
I go ahead.
So, like, for example, right? Let's say I didn't do my homework at school,
Mhm.
and the teacher calls and tells my mom.
Yeah.
I'm like, first off, who gave you the number? Okay. Why are you
That's
digging
not your
through?
mom's been sliding notes to the teachers. Her number.
No, like, because I used to think that, like, the teacher will go to the office and get the number,
Yeah.
right?
She's so vexed that you didn't do homework.
Yeah.
That's
Because it's a
crazy.
repeated offense, right?
No, but even then,
Yeah.
like, you would get like, okay, we had a thing called a SRB, a
Mm.
student
Report book.
report. Yeah, exactly. And like, we had one every grade, right?
Mm.
And in that, if you fucked up, they would write on it.
Mm.
And then my mom would see because she looks at that every day,
Yeah.
and then she finds out.
Mm.
They never went through, we need to call the mom because man's not doing homework 5 days in a row,
No,
you know?
mine is like, I don't know. Sometimes they're just like, you know what? Had it with you.
I'm just smiling because this is
And
so
then they will go to the office
Yeah.
and like, come, we'll go call your mom. I'm like, now?
No.
She said work. Don't.
Please.
No, teacher, please.
After 3:30, call her. Before that, please.
No, like she works till 5. So I'm like, okay. They'll go to the office and get the number, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that's worst case scenario.
Mhm.
Because that means the teacher left the class during class
Yeah.
to go and get the number. Okay?
So you
Next
know
level.
it's gonna happen if it's
I'm like
happening.
dead. Next
Yeah.
level, alright?
So you fuck around some more.
No. At that point, you're like, it's okay. If you
Yeah,
do
that's
anything else, you'll get extra. That's fine.
Okay.
And then the parent-teacher meeting will come, and you're like, oh shit, the teacher gonna meet my mom.
Damn.
Yeah, my dad doesn't usually come because he'll be like, weekend he'll be like relaxing and
Mhm.
stuff. So my mom
You
will
all
come.
had it during the weekend.
I think once or twice, I think we had it on the
I
weekend.
think we always had it on weekdays, and we were kind of excited because during parents teachers,
Sometimes I'm excited because my mom can't make it. I'm like, yes, mom not making.
my parents
Couple of times she surprised me.
Yeah, like
I'm like, mom, parent-teacher meeting. She's like, I can't come. I got work. I'm okay. I'm like, oh, okay, now. And then I'm like, happy in the car. I'm like, she's not coming. And then I'll be looking at the door. Okay, time's almost up. She's not coming. Yes. And then she comes in a uniform. Mom, why?
So wait, I'm confused. Okay, so how do parent teachers meetings work in Malaysia?
Like, sometimes they do have like designated days, right?
Yeah.
some.
But is it not all the students do it during that day?
I think you have some like that, and then you have some that each classroom the teacher will decide on a day and stuff,
Yeah. Okay.
and then the parents will go meet the parents at the time, and then they go home with the parents after that.
The teachers.
The kids,
Okay.
obviously. Stupid fucker.
I was so confused. Why are the teachers dropping
Yeah.
the parents? Like, come with me.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'll take you dinner also. Like, don't worry.
So I'm like, okay, I'm just going home after school in the van and everything, right? That's
Yeah.
what I'm thinking. And then my mom shows up in a uniform, and I'm like, why? You left work to come here. The
hear
teacher talks shit about me.
You hear that Hindu boss music? You know what I'm talking about? Like,
Yeah.
I know the music in my head, but like, I
Yeah.
can't.
And you can see her, and I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, you see her coming through the door. You just have that music in your head. You're like, oh,
No, I'll be
shit.
like, yeah, my mom's not coming, and like talking to my friend, and
Yeah.
knock on the door, and then we look, and my mom's like, oh my God.
It's like slow motion for you. Like,
I'm like, yeah.
you see the door opening. It's your mom.
No, the door's always open.
Oh
So
yeah.
you
that's
see
right.
her walk, and then it's
Just-
like the door. I'm like, you said you can't make it.
It's like those.
Why are you lying to me?
Those
I'm
teledramas.
your eldest son. At that point, I was your only son.
She was teaching you a lesson that no one can be trusted.
Yeah. And then, like, listen, my friends are in the class.
Yeah.
They know I don't do shit. They don't need to repeat. Right?
That's crazy.
And-
So when other students are in the class when you're having the parents teachers are.
Yeah, when like after that period where the teachers then in the class and everybody else who didn't go home is still in the class, then
Yo, it's so different. That's crazy.
sometimes.
No, so for us,
Mm.
we have 3 days or 2 days that they designate, right? For the whole school.
Mm.
Either they do 2 days, 2 days for the whole school. 2 or 3 days.
Okay.
And those 2 days are basically holidays.
Mm.
But like you
You
have
don't
to
have like that.
you have to go meet the teachers, right?
Mm.
So then each teacher, when you enter the school, the prefect, a prefect is for people who don't know, it's like
A good boy.
no, it's like a student who is
A
above.
snitch.
You can be a snitch.
Yeah.
A student who is
Typically
above a student,
Mm.
but below the management. Like they're the middle.
Management?
They're like the middle ground. Yeah, we have
Middleman.
basically, right?
The snitches.
So you can either be a prefect who uses their powers for the betterment of the students,
Yeah.
or be the teacher's pet,
Yeah.
right? So, anyways, during parents teachers meeting,
Mm.
they're there handing out slips and stuff like that, and then they're there to guide the parents and stuff to the teachers in
Mm.
each respective floor and things
Yeah.
like that. And so separate classes have separate teachers in them, right?
Mm.
If there are class teachers or homeroom teachers, like you guys say over here in America, they will be in that homeroom or that class. But like physics teachers and stuff usually are in a lab or something like that, you know,
Mhm.
or they're like separated because the labs are bigger.
In each teacher's habitat. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then there will be chairs lining like the walls and shit to
Mm.
the teacher,
Yeah.
basically.
And
So
then you
then-
sit and you wait your turn.
Yeah,
and
you,
go,
you sit down.
Like I said, we have those. Those are like the official days.
Oh, okay.
You know,
okay.
these
we
are
don't
like
have
the-
unofficial. Thank
These are like the smaller ones.
okay.
Sometimes they're like after certain exams, they're like, okay, bring your parents to meet the teachers, kind of thing. You know?
Got you.
Yeah. And then of course,
Oh
you
man,
know,
I'm so
my-
glad that didn't happen.
Yeah,
in
my
our school.
teachers always have great things to tell about me. And I'm like,
No sarcasm, right?
no sarcasm.
No sarcasm. No
Yeah.
sarcasm.
And then I'm like, no, let's go see the English teacher.
Let's English.
Yeah.
English. You should keep her last.
I usually.
So stereotypical, by the way. I said English teacher, her. You know.
Yeah, it was a her.
Yeah, no, but like you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Because I had one of my best English
Actually, I
teachers
don't know
was
if I
a
had-
him.
I don't think I've had a guy English teacher.
I told you
Except
most
in
of my
college.
English teachers were Islamic. By the way,
Really?
I told you this in episode
I had
4.
one teacher, I think, who was Muslim. The rest were Indians and Chinese.
Oh, okay.
And I think the Muslim teacher might have been the worst. Like,
The English teachers were great, actually.
we, at one point that year, my class was on the top floor. one floor below is the teacher's office, right in the middle.
Yeah.
So we're like waiting. The teacher's not coming.
Bro, the teacher's homeroom, basically. Like the
Yeah,
teacher's...
like the teacher's lounge.
Teacher's lounge. Yeah. Teachers,
it's not exactly the lounge.
Teacher's rest area, kind of, because they're just chilling there, marking
it's
papers
like,
or whatnot.
It's
right?
like their office.
They have offices?
Yeah, like it's like this one big room where they all have like their own desks and like little cabinets.
So we had a teacher's lounge where like they can mark their papers and stuff if they want, but most of the time they're just sitting down and chatting with each other.
No, we don't. I don't know if we have. I think they had like a corner of the room that was like that.
Sometimes you just go inside there and then be like, oh, what is this? And then teachers will like, get out of there. And then we just want to
I like how every time you're like, what is this? Every time accident. What is this room? I've never been before.
I think that's something. I think that's like a character trait of mine.
Really?
Like even if I know how to do something, my fucking legs too big. If I know how to do something, if I don't think I'm like skilled enough to do it, especially at work, I'm like, I don't know shit about this. Like, what exactly do we do with this? Because when you go in with that attitude, people are usually more likely to help you. Some of them might try to berate you a bit and shit like that. I don't give a fuck about that. No, most of the time. So if they're like, hey, you need to figure this out, I'll figure it out, right? But if there's someone who I know can help, and it's like easier to get help than trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Like the lamp, the fixing this, basically, right?
Yeah, I did it easily.
Exactly. Like you didn't have to ask me or anything.
Yeah,
you just did
it. You just offered it unwanted.
Exactly. But anyways, so I would be like, yeah, I know a bit of welding, but I don't know anything. Just tell me what you just teach me what you know, and then they teach you from the basics, right? And I don't mind seeming dumb.
Yeah.
If I can get more benefit out of it. Some people try to belittle you and shit. They're like, oh, you don't know what this is? And I'm like,
I saw this post. I think it was like the sign of a leader or something like that. It's like what a boss and a leader.
Yeah.
And I think
difference between a boss and a leader, basically, like, and there's a table, right?
No. It was a sign of intelligence. Is how smart they make you feel. Because if somebody who's smarter than you makes you feel smart, then they're like one of the smart people.
Because they don't want to put the other people down as well.
Yeah, and like sometimes you have smart people who are just like, oh, let me show you how to do this. Or not, let me show you. Let me just do this for you, and they'll do it, and then you're just still stuck. Like next time if that happens, you don't know how to do it.
Now what do I do? Yeah, exactly.
But then other times they'll like explain it to you step by step. So next time if it happens and you're not there, they can do it themselves.
Bro, it was so funny. You said that, and I remembered in Walmart. So I tried to get something, and it was not on the Walmart inventory, right? So this new girl, basically was trying to figure it out, and she couldn't. So she asked this other more experienced Walmart, I forget the word, employee, right? And she's like, oh yeah, so you do this. I could follow it, and usually I'm good at following people, like clicking buttons. She's like, yeah, and then you double click this and do this, like 15 steps in 10 seconds. And she's like, yeah, and that's the price. Did you get it? The government, yeah. I know she did. Then I was like, so I also have this item, which is in the inventory. And then she tried it. She went like 5 steps. She looked at me. And then I was like, don't worry, I didn't understand it when she said it either. And then she laughed. Because she's like, okay, at least he doesn't think I'm stupid. I think,
I'm imagining this girl who's like much shorter than you.
Yeah, she was like shorter than Heaven. Right? Heaven was there as well. And she was wearing hijab and shit. So like she just looked helpless for a second. I was like, don't worry, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't understand it, but she did it either. And she was like, oh, okay, let me just call her again. Yeah, and then she did it.
I actually had something like that, but without the other person, right? I went to Kroger's last week. Was it?
Yeah, until 6:30.
Yeah, to get because I was hungry, right? So. I was like, okay, let me go get
This is
So-
just before we went to watch the movie, no?
Yeah, so it was Tuesday then.
Yeah.
So I went there,
That
and
was
then
last week. That was
Yeah,
2
this
days
week.
ago. 3 days ago. Yeah.
Yeah. So I got a cookie. I got 2 of the chocolate croissants, but I saw them individually. Because I was like, I didn't want to pay $4 for
Yeah, like
no
a
$5 for
8
like
pack
4.
or something.
four.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, because I didn't want that many. So I was
Mhm.
like, then I see inside the thing they had like 2 individuals. I was like, let me get this.
Let me
Sure.
get. Yeah.
And it was like $1.89. I was like,
That's
understandable.
I can work with this.
Yeah, I can work with this. And then I got those 2.
Mhm.
The big cookie was like 99 cents, and then I got a raspberry filled donut, right?
Damn, my man.
Because I was like,
you said you were hungry when.
yeah, I was hungry, and I didn't have time to.
Man
eat
went
food.
for mac and cheese. Got the whole bakery.
Yeah,
Fair
so
enough.
and then I was like, okay, let me put in the thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't there. I put bakery, it wasn't there. Cookie, the right cookie wasn't there. They had large cookie or mini cookie. Okay, croissant, they had the regular croissant.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm like, where's the chocolate for croissant? I put chocolate, the chocolate's not there.
So
I'm
nothing
like,
was there.
I'm like, bro, what
Other
the
than
fuck?
the donut, everything else.
Bro,
was not scary.
I think the donut was there.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was like, thank God, one item was there.
One out of
And
5.
then
Let's fucking
I
go.
was like, okay, call assistant. Because I added something and then I was like, okay, this is not the right price. And I voided it.
Yeah.
And somebody came and I was like, okay, so these items are not there. He was like, oh, okay. And then he was like, you said croissant? And I was like, yeah, it was like $1.89. And he was like, huh, I don't see it. Like, same thing, bro. I didn't see it.
You literally
then-
told him.
Yeah. And then he was like, oh, maybe it's this thing. He pressed the Danish. He was like, $1.29. He was like, yeah, that's fine. And then he would do Danish. And I was like,
I didn't do
I
anything.
will take the 60-cent
Yeah,
discount.
yeah. More, no? Yeah.
It was $1.89.
120 discount total.
Yeah. Total. And then the cookie, it wasn't on the system.
He's like,
He put it in himself. He was like, yeah, I can do that myself. And then he entered it by like manually, put like, how much is it? 99 cents? I was like, yeah. And he put 99 cents. Thanks.
oh, what was it? Was it actually
It was
99?
actually 99.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
I
I
was
know
so
it was
happy.
actually 49, I think.
I think it was free.
Free. Like,
Yeah, it was on the ground. I
buy
just picked it up.
buy 2 croissants, get a cookie free. You know? But that's pretty cool.
Also, the parent teachers conference.
I was going to
Yeah.
go back to
Mhm.
that. Yeah. I actually like parent teachers days. No, do you know why? Not because of the meeting the teachers.
Mm.
I'm like, fuck that. My parents know I talk a lot. You know, that's mostly the thing that happens.
Yeah, my dad doesn't know too much because again he doesn't show up to the
Mhm.
because it's during the week sometimes
Yeah,
most
yeah,
of the
yeah.
times, right?
My
So-
dad will take, I mean, he had his own company, I guess. So he's like, okay, they can work while I'm not there.
Yeah.
And then he'll come for like
Mm.
4 hours. Because it doesn't
Yeah.
take 4 hours to meet all the teachers, right? Then he goes.
Yeah, my mom usually comes and she knows I do everything under
And the
sun.
best part is usually I had to go home in a bus.
Mm.
But parents teachers
You go home with them.
with my dad. And
Ah.
I'm like, let's fucking go, you know. So and the high schoolers would have like these stalls open
Mm.
to make money for the clubs and shit like
Oh
that.
no, we have those on like a different day. Parent teacher conference, like the meetings, strict, very serious day. I'm like, okay.
No,
the
that's
vibe and
why.
everything is
That's what I'm
different.
saying. I liked it because when I was younger,
Mm.
they used to have like a mini Scholastic book fair as well.
Oh no, that's
on
on,
the
a different
side.
day as well.
And bro, imagine you get all that
God
So-
damn, I should have been in Sri Lanka.
in my school, but it was
Yeah.
like a jail the other time. So like, you know.
that's fine.
but so usually I'm like, okay, as long as it doesn't go too bad,
Mm.
I'm gonna get
A book.
a jumbo hot dog bun, you know, and I can get probably a corn dog and you know the other few items that are usually not there other than when
Yeah.
the stalls open, and I can get a book, you know. So I'm hella excited for this, you
Mm.
know. But then there was once I think that not the time that teacher fucking lied about me,
Yeah.
right? But there was once the teacher was like, I really like Rashmi,
Mm.
but he just talks and talks and talks. And like,
My mom would have been like, hit him.
my mom says, you can hit him, teacher, you know that, right? She's like, I know, but it's not going to fix it. He's still, I changed positions.
He talks to everybody.
He talks to everyone. You know, literally.
In my class, they would have put me next to a girl so I don't talk.
My mom, they're like, I put him next to the girls talk with him. Like, he's friends with everyone. And that's the problem.
Bro, at that time, like, I didn't talk to like most of the girls, right? If I had sat next to the girl, I would have just been like the quietest person ever. Yeah.
Me, no.
Because once in a while, like, I think I've actually sat next to a girl once or twice before, like, they put me there.
Yeah.
And then, like, if I start talking and all that, then the girl look at me and I'm okay, sorry.
Your girls sound like assholes.
Bro, like, no, like, they don't like me.
No, so, that's not it though.
And like, I'm loud, I guess, or knowing and all that.
No, because like, I'll start chatting, like, when they put me with the girls, so we'll be the same. I'm like, yeah, what's up, this and that, right? Not what's up. But like,
I never talk to them.
I guess that was another thing. Our batch was like pretty united, so it didn't really fucking matter, right? So we talked a bit, and next thing you know, 5 minutes later, she's telling me all the issues that she's having with the fucking boyfriend, or we're talking about. I told you, right? This girl put these songs for me to listen to and shit like that. This was when we were talking to music still. I mean, it was 2010. I was still talking to music. Don't blame me, right? And yeah, so it doesn't matter whether you put me to a girl or not, because the girls are comfortable with me to talk with me and like basically.
Yeah, I wasn't.
I was straight gay best friend of theirs, like the groups and shit. Whenever, you know. So like, not all the time, but like grade 9 to 12, 100%. What?
I feel like school traumatized me a lot.
You're like, actually, you start having a panic attack. You're like, I think we need to stop the episode.
No, because like, you know, once in a while, I remember, like, you know, the girl, like, when the teacher's not there, like, she'll get up and then I'm okay, I can chill a bit. And then, like, you know, I'll go talk to my friends or whatever. And then the girl will go to her friend group and then, like, looking back at me with that weird face. And I'm like, what did I do?
It's so weird, bro. Because I guess when you're in an international school, it's slightly weird as well. Like, because you went to public, right?
Yeah.
And for us, we were all united and shit. When the teacher's gone, everyone's together playing truth or dare. I got dad once that I should just let... Bro, imagine. No, they actually like me enough. But they dared me once to ask out my crush while knowing she had a boyfriend. And I didn't, right? And these two are close friends as well.
Damn, that's fucked up.
And then I didn't know this. I'll tell that story later. But then there was another one. And then there was another one where they dared me to take a punch to the nose. Our friends were on some crackhead shit, right? And I was like, yeah, sure. Because I'm also like, you know, down. They used to call me daddy because I won't say no to that. You should, right? So my friend called Sachin, he's like, okay, if you're down for it, I'll punch you in the nose. I'm like, sure. Man, took his fist and just did like that, like hard. And like, cause I told them before the truth or dare, I put this on myself, I feel like. Cause I said, yeah, when anyone like hits my nose, I don't sneeze. You know how people sneeze when you hit the nose? That's what caused this to happen. The punch is known as how I didn't think about my nose breaking or nothing. No,
I was like, oh.
I don't think it will actually hurt because I think my nose is pretty. Man's looking for shit to back me with. I know that.
I was looking for something heavy.
I'm a fucking demon piggies over there. But yeah, show them the Cooey's one got dripped.
This is Piggy.
This is Cooey. Wow. I tried to mix the words. It didn't.
I was like, Rajmi's brother. Before.
Technically, he's Chinese zodiac sign. Yeah, they definitely heard that. Alright, anyways. Yeah, so punch me in the nose. And then there was another one. We were so PG at the time and not PG. They were like, yeah, kiss. You need to kiss that girl. And then we were like, I was like, but she has a boyfriend. I don't wanna do that just because she has a boyfriend. They were like, no, kiss her with the paper in between both of them.
And then they pulled the paper off.
No. The girl was holding the paper.
Like the girl that you were supposed to.
Yeah. Because they trusted me enough not to try to do it without the paper.
If you had fallen on the girl, she would have died. Now.
Sitting.
Oh, okay.
And no, she would have died. She was like 35 kilos wet. I feel like. As in, that sounds. I mean,
hold the fuck up. What do you mean by that?
you know, like dry weight and wet weight. Wet weight's heavier because, like, you have soaking wet. I should have put soaking. What's the word? 35 kilos soaking wet. That's bad.
Nobody I've heard has ever used dry weight and wet weight for not ingredients.
No, soaking wet is a term, right?
Yes, soaking wet is a term.
Yeah, I forgot the soaking part.
But you just say they're 36 kilos.
Soaking wet is what I wanted to say.
No, just the weight. The degree of dryness or wetness does not need to be known.
No. That's a is that a metaphor? I don't know my fucking English.
Measurements.
No. When you're like they're maximum 40 pounds soaking wet. That because like when you're soaking wet, you're the heaviest. Like with clothes and stuff like that. You don't know the saying? I'm kind of surprised that you don't know the saying.
No.
Check it up. It's a saying. Soaking wet.
I will, but like, let's not.
No, check it up right now.
I believe you because I feel like I've kind of heard it before.
Yeah, exactly.
But the fact that you said she was 36,
she was maximum 35 kilograms
wet. I'm like,
I was like,
hold up.
I was like, that didn't sound quite right in my head.
No, that sounded horrible. I'm like, what do you mean by wet? Like, why were you dousing her with water? What was happening?
I'm like, she was 35 kilograms wet, 34.5 dry.
Yeah.
But no. So basically, she was tiny, right? She wasn't tiny, but she was like skinny. You know, so if I fell on her, she would have died. Yeah, we were sitting though, and the funny part was like just after I kissed her, the teacher walked in. So like if the teacher saw that happen, both of us are suspended for sure because no relationships or anything in school. And that's not a relationship. It looks like we're making, like I'm trying to kiss the cheek or shit like that when hugging's not allowed in our school.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We still hug. You can't hug your same sex. Like, calm the fuck down. Like,
I think you told me this before.
Yeah. We talked about this in the party itself. But, yeah. That's the fun. But that's gonna get clipped. But they're like, yeah, so they're gay. We need to ship them. What would if our names just don't mesh? Our names don't Ravi.
Because I was like, Rashmi. And then I was like,
Pumi. Ravi is a more manly name.
Yeah.
Pumi. Pushpi. Okay. That's actually one of my friend's names, by the way.
I would have pushed the fuck over so many times.
Nah, she would have beat you up.
Oh, that's a girl?
Yeah. But back in the day when girls were forward, it was such a rare occurrence, right? I remember once...
girls were forward?
Like forward when it came to relationships and stuff. Like,
I wouldn't know.
One of my best friend's first day relationships, the girl from a younger grade came to him and they both played basketball and he was like the junior captain or whatnot. I can't quite remember.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Hey, I like you. Would you want to date me?"
And she like,
yeah.
Damn,
bro, forward as fuck.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. Okay.
Kudos on her though. Progressive as fuck.
Yeah, and then they were dating.
Damn.
And then it just drifted apart. Or she liked him. Yeah, but he was like, I don't think.
He probably went to senior basketball.
I must smack you, bro.
That was a good job, bro.
That was decent.
Couldn't even give me the.
That was like a 2-point, not a 3-point. But you brought the basketball. Yeah, you fucked up. But anyways, let's get to the topic because we had to 45 minutes
of what?
Randomness on the podcast.
But going back to the student-teacher conference, right?
Yeah. We didn't actually completely finish yours.
So
you just
what would happen is like sometimes, my mom comes to the thing, right? And then the teacher's like, either the teacher brings you to the table up there, like calls you to the table and then like talking with your mom and you there.
Yeah.
Or you stay seated and just watch.
So you don't even hear what she's saying.
No, like you
That's
like
fucked.
Bro, imagine, right? I'm like, yo.
I would just jump off.
And
No wonder they had grills on our windows. No,
Same. They had grills on our windows. And then the teacher's talking to my mom.
I'll tell you.
And
the
then my mom will
reason why.
nod. Once in a while, she'll look at me with the
Just like,
I'm like, I'm dead.
why? Please.
I
don't
she
deserve
is-
this.
Like, she will shoot me so many death
Dirty
stares.
looks, right? And you're like, bro,
I'm
bro,
like-
I don't know what I did.
Yeah.
Let me
Let me be part of the conversation.
let me defend myself.
And I will think back to every single thing I did throughout the whole school year.
Sometimes they don't even know what you've done, but you're thinking of that.
Yeah.
event.
And I'm like, oh no, what if they tell?
Maybe they did see the cameras. Oh, did you guys have cameras?
No.
So they installed cameras in our school, right?
Mm.
And for the longest time, they weren't. I knew that because someone in the office told me, yeah, that's just the Seattle students. And I've seen where the camera room was only like 2 or 3 were working.
Yeah.
Then later, much later, so I don't know, like 3 years later, I see the cameras changed. One started rotating and shit like that,
Yeah.
you know, and then another one has like a red light. And I'm like, how maybe they shouldn't do anything stupid in the corridors, hallways, right?
Yeah.
Then I got summoned to the principal's office once because I love him to death. My eldest Lokutat, so like my father's eldest brother, had called the principal to tell. Had gone to the principal and had been like, hey, I can't find Rashmi. Can you just tell him to come to my house after school? This is my birthday, right? Birthday, right? So at 1:45 when our school finishes, I'm a prefect at this point. I just hear Rashmi Rana Singh, please come to the principal's office. I repeat, Rashmi. And I'm just chatting with my friends, like, down in the, like, playground area and whatnot, right? And I'm saying, oh, bro, you fucked up. What did you do? I'm like, bro, I was with you guys. I didn't do shit. You know?
What did you do?
Literally, they're like, nothing happened. I don't know. And I'm like, it's fine. It's not going to be anything bad. Let me go. Inside, my heart's pounding. You know, I'm always like, I put a brave facade on even if I'm terrified, right? And I'm like, I kind of know the principal. She's chill with me. So I go, I'm like, hey, what's going on? What is the problem? She's like, oh, yeah, Lokutata wanted you to go to his place. I'm like, you had to use the speakers for that? Like, you know, like the ones that blatted the whole school heard this, by the way.
Yeah.
Right? And announced, damn, that was hard to say. And I'm like, what the fuck?
So everybody throughout the day is like, Rashmi, what happened?
No, at the end of the day. So, like, everyone's out as well. Because sometimes when you're in the classroom, you can't hear it. Everyone knows what happened. So, next day when I go, they're like, bro, what happened? Did you get detained or suspended? No, my uncle just wanted to give me a surprise dinner. And he did this way. And I'm like, they're like, what the fuck? But yeah. Anyways, right? Sometimes I would do something.
Yeah.
And then I noticed there's a camera. I'm like, oh, fuck. But then I'm like, oh, cameras don't work. But then when I went to the principal's office, I saw a monitor and everything was working. And I'm like, oh shit, I gotta warn the boys. Because they do some dumb shit sometimes, right?
Yeah.
So then the next day when they were asking me, I was like, no, but this is more important. All the cameras work. Like, they're not fucking around anymore, you know? So he went from a jail to like a jail,
Supermax.
45, Supermax, yeah. But anyways, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you probably have cameras now.
Probably. So after all that, right? You get to go home. Silent car ride.
So she doesn't tell anything in the car ride.
No, it'll be
I didn't
silent
even
for a
finish
while.
my sentence.
It'll be silent for a while,
and then
once in a while she'll snap.
back to
Talking
the
in class.
game. Yeah.
Talking in class. Huh? What do you do all day? Didn't do homework.
I couldn't even drink the fucking guy.
She's like, I ask you every day, you got homework or not? And you say no. And then don't do anything. 100% my fault, by the way.
100%.
Yeah. Fucking hate homework.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and I can't say anything.
Bro, you're just like, just looking straight, right? Like acting like you don't hear it. Like,
Yeah, because if you look to the side, she's like, look at me when I'm talking. I'm like,
Because you can't
Yeah.
say shit.
You can't say.
You
What
know,
are you
you
gonna
know
say?
it's your fault.
Yeah.
You fucked up,
Yeah.
basically.
I mean, if you get like for talking and shit, like, come on,
yeah,
kids, you're gonna talk, right?
Exactly.
Back then, you didn't have
My
this
mom
clarity
would
to think about it.
always, like, cause she'll always be like, just talk less. Don't try not to talk. But I know you're not going to. Just don't. At least don't talk when the teacher's looking. You know. And then every time she goes, she sees, she gets that same complaint. I get a pinch down here like this. You know, like, but not that. But like 100 times. You know, I'm like,
I 100% would have thrown hands if you pinched me.
I wasn't going to. Why
I
would
know. I was like, I will set this down right now and throw hands.
Yeah, I just want to show you where she pinches it. They had the pinch to grip.
There, oh,
Yeah, the
stomach.
flabs, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck. Like, why? You know that's
Yeah.
my weak point as well. And you have to stay without, well, in your one, I'm not too sure. But like me, I'm sitting right next to her. So I had to stay without like moving or anything.
Mhm.
That was only once. I went, she's like, oh, you okay? I'm like, I just looked at her. She's like, yeah, no, I hit my toe or something like that. I said, right? You can't
I would have been like, you pinch me.
slip, bro. That's you know what will happen after that.
Yeah.
I won't get my corn dog. I won't get my hot dogs. I'm missing out. That's too much on the line. And then I get home and I get beat for that, for embarrassing my parents. No. Anyways, we got so into that.
You know, like one of the worst times that I actually, sometimes I'll forget my book at home.
Yeah.
Right? There are times I intentionally leave it because I didn't do homework, right?
Damn,
But
okay.
sometimes I just actually forget,
Yeah.
right? I'm packing everything and then I'll forget to take the book because it was on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Ironically, when I did the homework,
Yeah.
and then I'll
that's
forget
why
to put
it's
it
on the table.
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
and then I'll forget. I'll go to school all confident and happy.
Yeah.
Like,
And then
I
you're
did the
looking
homework.
and you're like,
And like, you can't tell the teacher, sure, I did the homework. I just didn't bring.
Mhm.
So they're like, okay, so you didn't do the homework and you're lying to me. I'm like, no.
no.
And like, at that point, what are you supposed to do? You can't be like, no, I'll bring it tomorrow.
The thing is, I would be like, if you let me go home today and get it to you, I will bring it to you. Like I know,
I've said it like that. But like, it doesn't matter because it's that day, right?
Yeah.
There was one time for my moral class, at least, I had this, the book, right? The exercise book.
Mhm.
And I finished my homework. What happened was, those little stamps that you have
Mhm.
and you can, fun designs and all that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I don't know how, but it had
Mhm.
fallen.
And stamped all over.
No, the ink had splashed on the book. I don't know how it came apart.
No, that's sad.
And it was like this big red. The book was open and it splashed all over the book and it had bled through. And I'm like, no. I got into so much trouble for that.
Really?
Yeah, I had to recopy the whole book.
But they know that's not your fault. Why would you try to sabotage yourself
Yeah.
like that? Right?
And I'm like, for what? For color.
You're like, please, I'm not trying to sabotage myself. I already don't like writing. Don't
Yeah.
make me do this.
And one time, I think that was one time
Yeah.
that I got into trouble for that. And I was like, I showed her the book too. She was like, no, you did this on purpose and everything. And I think that was the day, I think she made me stand outside the class
Mm.
with my hands like outstretched like this or something like that. I forgot what it was as the punishment or on, I think it was either in front of the class or behind the class. I think it was in front. I can't
You
remember
just
what
brought
it was.
like hell of memories to me, but I'm not gonna
all,
bring them up.
all
Yeah.
traumas, bro. Right?
For me, it's funny as fuck most of the memories. But yeah,
The funny thing was, at the time there was this girl in that class, a prefect, right?
she also was outside.
No.
Hands out.
No. She no business doing this, right?
Okay. So she.
Mom came to pick me up.
Told your mom.
I didn't reach my mom yet. She from God knows where fucked over there and went to my mom and told my mom everything.
What?
And I'm like, bro, I didn't even reach there. Why? Why would you?
Okay, no. That's,
Why?
That's
Right?
pure bitch behavior. Bro.
Right?
That's-
Bro. And I'm like, why would you do that?
You're like, now she's gonna be like, you didn't even tell me, and
Like, I'm not even there yet.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm
but that
there.
doesn't matter to your mom either.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
like,
I had to hear it from someone else.
Exactly. Like she had to hear it from someone else that I got in punishment for not doing my homework or whatever. And I'm like, no. The thing is, I hated that girl after that.
Yeah.
Ever since that, I hated that girl.
You
right?
deserve.
Right?
Yeah.
I have the right to deserve
Yeah.
to hate that girl. To deserve to hate that. Okay? Hated her. Her name was Vidya.
Vidya.
Yeah?
Yeah.
At the time, short girl with like two long ponytails and all that, right? With braids, I guess.
Did she wear specs?
I don't think so.
No, because I'm imagining a girl, you know.
No, at the time, I don't think she wore specs. No, I don't think.
She hadn't reached her final form yet.
I think I don't remember if I think sometimes she did wear specs.
So she needed them.
I think so.
That's her full final form.
Yeah. But most of the time, I don't think she did.
Okay.
Here's the thing. So, years later, right?
Mm-hmm.
My brother was in the hospital for something. I think that was when he hurt his arm and he was in the hospital. I went out the corridor to get the ice or the water or something, right? Hot water. And I saw that girl sitting there. Years. No contact. Never seen her.
You felt the blood boil?
No. I saw her there and I was like, is that her? And then I looked again. And apparently I was staring or whatever. I was like, is that her? I wasn't sure. Yeah. Right? I was like,
imagine okay, you went up to her. Are you Vidya? She's like, oh, Puvi, what's up?
Two different things. Yeah, yeah.
I want to splash water. Puvi went physical. He said,
I would have done less lasting damage. Is all I'm saying.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I got the water and then I went back to the room. I was like, I just wanted to see if that was her.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know if it's her. Looks like her. No other thought. My friend in school, in high school at the time, apparently was friends with her.
Oh,
and that dude was in my primary school too.
Yeah.
And they've been friends since
I remember
then.
you told me this.
Yeah.
So, the friend, not this story.
She had apparently gone and told that dude that I was staring at her in the hospital. And I'm like, I don't even know if that was her. I was just looking to see if it was her. But she apparently didn't like me after that. I'm like, okay.
No, you didn't like me from the time you went and told my mom shit, is what I'm assuming.
I think she didn't like me before that.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Probably. But I didn't like you since then.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, the audacity you have to think that I am looking at you when all I was there to do was just get hot water for my brother.
You did look at her. But like,
I did look at it, but I was
just for verification.
Yeah, I'm like,
not
is
like,
this her?
Also, why does she not like you after you just looked at her?
I don't know. Apparently, I was staring at her or something, according to my friend. So,
well, less given than I would care about, right? Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. Like,
no.
How does this affect me, right?
You should send that Jeremy Clarkson video. Oh no. Anyways, from the Top Gear.
Oh, I was thinking of Loki. Yes, very sad. Anyways.
Okay.
But bro, I could not deal with her, bro. Like, that's so annoying. I just remembered all that and I was like, God damn.
There was only one person I didn't like that.
She's still small.
You're like, calm down, bro. Your inner demon coming out.
Nah, bro. And I think she's not famous. I think she's like semi-famous now. Like, she's pretty. So she's gotten like
so she's like a micro-influencer.
I think so.
I don't know. She's actually got like 800k followers.
I don't know. But
no, good for her.
I think she did some like modeling or something, and I think she was in a short film or something like that.
Good for her. I mean, no hate towards her.
No, but all the hate towards her.
Okay.
You could fuck right off for
anything.
Who
is not about forgiveness.
No, not at all.
They're like, she got cancer. You're like, great.
No, not.
Oh, not that far.
Not that far.
Okay.
Like if something bad happens to her, I'll be like, oh, that's sad. That sucks.
Really, I feel like if something minor bad happened, you'd be like, she deserved it.
Like what?
Like she fell down the stairs and broke a leg or something.
No, that's sad.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
What about she wasn't looking where she was driving and got in a car crash, but she's fine.
the cars.
So
Like inconvenience, sure. Anything like really bad, I would feel bad. Even if it's my sworn enemy. Even that fucker I said that I had a fist fight.
She bought a Louis Vuitton bag that's like $20,000 and someone stole it from me.
That's a lot. No, I don't think.
Okay, $2,000 bag.
That's still a loss though.
Yeah, but like, no. So like, that's an inconvenience.
No, that's like something actually sad. Like
no, like $2,000 is like $20 for her.
For me, for the 2,000.
No. For you, what $20 is what $2,000 is to her.
Oh.
So it is an inconvenience.
Then I'll be like, sad. What to do? Who wants to buy back?
Okay, so you're not hating her, basically.
No.
You just strongly dislike her.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Alright, anyways. We went in that rabbit hole. How did we even start with the getting beat up shit, bro?
Parent-teacher conference.
No, before that. We went to parent-teachers because you were scared of getting beat up by your dad. After like 2-3 days. You know? So I think we were talking about getting beat up by the mom. Anyways. long detour.
I don't know how every time we'd always talk about some shit like that.
Long detour. So I'll bring my first topic up, right?
Sure.
That was a good segment, though.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I was
reminded me of all the
my cheeks are hurting from just smiling constantly.
I got sad at work because I was thinking about that friend that I said I'm no longer friends with. It's like, the one thing I regret about, like losing one friend.
Is it Adua?
No. It's that girl I said.
China.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say Chinese man, say Chinese girl straight away. Yeah, cool. Anyways, now I just looked up, but this one
China. I'm like no.
I was like and then you're like Chinese girl.
Funny thing is, in Malaysia they would have said China. Yeah. China is Chinese in Malay.
China is Chinese in Sri Lanka as well. So, anyways, my first topic. 11 to 9/11 to hospital.
What?
11 to 9/11 to hospital.
Man, give the Vegas fucking shit. What the fuck? 11 to 9/11 to hospital. What?
11.
No.
This is a very tricky headline that I gave you, right?
Oh, no shit.
I'll switch it up.
Somebody who was 11 during the 9/11 attack is now working in a hospital.
Yeah. You got the first part right and the second and third part wrong.
They're still in a hospital.
I said the second part wrong too.
Oh. They built a hospital.
How the fuck does that bring 9/11 into it?
They dedicated a hospital.
Okay. I'll switch it up. Wait. 11 to 911. 11 to 911 just to backfire.
What?
11 to 911 just to backfire. This is a very hard. I understand if you don't get it.
So somebody who was 11.
Yes.
When 9/11 happened.
No, I changed it to 911 for a reason.
Oh. Somebody who was 11.
Yes.
Called 911.
Yes. You know the story, don't you?
Is it that kid who got shot?
Yeah.
Bro.
See, I couldn't get a better topic, by the way. Like, as in, like, better headline for that.
I saw that. Is the kid fine?
Yeah, he's in the hospital.
That's fine.
He's released from the hospital. 11-year-old.
That's fucked up, though.
Yeah. So
fuck them.
Let me tell the headline and then keep saying fuck them.
Yeah.
Right? I'll say fuck them every 4 words or something like that. 11-year-old Mississippi boy who was shot by a responding police officer after calling 911. Right? He's released from hospital. It's the topic I have here. But the main topic is that an 11-year-old kid called 911 because his mother was being threatened by the dad. And then the policeman came and told them to evacuate the premises. And when this boy came out, he got shot.
So the police said, "Hey,
you
get
guys
out of the
come
house
out so that you're
The
safe."
kid's like, "Okay."
Yeah, basically what happened.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so Adrian was shot. Oh, okay. See how Adrian is spelled, by the way. Darian. I probably should say Darian, right?
Yeah, that's not Adrian.
That's like the Chris. What is it?
Carissa.
No. You were watching a video where Key and Peele were doing that skit and they were talking in the interview. She-Rice, yeah. The same vibes over here. So Darian was shot in the chest by...
I think Darian sounds cooler than
It does. If it's meant to be a Darian.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah. It was shot in the chest by Indiana...
Shot in the chest, dude. God.
Indianola? That's such a weird word, isn't it? Indianola, right? Indianola?
Like, that's what I was thinking. Indianola?
Yeah, anyways, by a police officer.
Indianola.
Hola. It's like a high Mexican population, Spanish-speaking population. Indianola Police Department officer shot Darian early Saturday morning while the officer was responding to a domestic disturbance call at the child's home. According to his mother, Nakala Murray, and the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation.
Why was your gun out in the first place?
He probably wanted to protect the people from the dad, right? Because I'll read it for you.
Yeah, but like...
So, Murray told CNN that the irate father of another of her children, so baby daddy basically, arrived at her home at 4 a.m. Saturday. So this is not even the kid's dad, right? Concerned about her safety, she asked Darian to call the police. Murray said the officer who arrived at the home had his gun drawn at the front door and asked those inside the home to come out. Why would you shoot the first person that comes out? Right?
So, imagine a grandma hobbles out and you're going to take her out? What the fuck? Man, she's not recovering from that.
Man had those reflexes.
Yeah. Like, why
he thought this was modern warfare or something.
Bro, your fucking safety. Right. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so Darian
You have tasers for it. I'm so mad at this.
Exactly.
I saw this.
It's so
I saw
stupid.
this on the Google News and I was like, I don't want to talk about it because I know I'm going to get mad about it.
It's so stupid. That's why I brought it up. Like, it was unnecessary. Like, literally unnecessary. So, he was shot coming around the corner of the hallway.
What the fuck's my phone? Yeah, go
ahead. And mom's like, I cannot grasp why he did this.
Yeah. Again, why would you shoot the first person who came out?
The same cop told him to come out of the house, and when he did, he got shot. And the poor kid, is like, why did he shoot me? What did I do wrong? Bro, the kid's gonna have PTSD now. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, imagine just coming out of the house and getting shot by a cop. Whenever he sees a cop, it would be understandable if he gets scared.
Honestly, yeah.
You know? So then he was given a chest tube, and he had a collapsed lung, fractured ribs, lacerated liver. Man was Nile over here.
Yeah.
But he had a...
When I asked yesterday, do you all have rivers in Sri Lanka?
So fucked up, by the way. Like, I don't know how small you think Sri Lanka is. It's just slightly smaller than Malaysia, right? Like, slightly. Man's like, we were talking about rivers, and it is like, do you guys have rivers in Sri Lanka? And then it's like, you guys do have rivers, don't you? And I'm just like... I think the only country without rivers is the Vatican City, right? And that's because it's literally a city. And was given a fucking country prestige because it's where the Pope resides.
Yeah.
You know? And this motherfucker, it's like, rivers in Sri Lanka? Maybe there's none. No, it's a fucking island as well. Like, the more you think about it.
Maybe you all don't have running water.
We just take it from the ocean and bring it.
Filter. Why not?
So, how... Oh, never mind.
That sounds doable
No,
though.
it's... Kubi.
What? You take the seawater.
That's at least a stream. That would be... Bro, you know how expensive water would be in Sri Lanka if that was the case?
Maybe you all just have very developed... No, it's too small for that.
Bro, shut the fuck up. It is. The shooting happened within 1 to 2 minutes of the cop coming.
8 minutes.
Pause. we now pause the episode because police died.
It was a pretty serious question too.
Yeah, like you literally we were just having a kind of serious conversation, right?
I don't know.
And he just goes, yeah, but this Sri Lanka has rivers?
Because I was like, wait, hold up. Sri Lanka is so small. Do you all have water running through?
Here's the thing. Now I had to just be like,
you all got 34 rivers.
No. Versus
my country's all river, no land. The fucking motherfucker over here.
Bro, Malaysia is only 4 times bigger than Sri Lanka.
4 times, bro.
Yeah, but how many rivers do you guys have?
A lot.
That's what I'm saying. Divide that by 4, we still have fucking rivers, bro. So
I don't know, bro.
Okay, let's do a quick Google. You guys are lucky because you all took random islands and you're like Malaysia.
No, it was one clump.
No, there's one clump and you all have the tiny islands which count into the area land size.
No. Like Singapore's out and then Brunei's out. We have the main part of Malaysia and then the peninsula Malaysia.
You all have 878 islands. We don't fuck with me. I was like,
yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
No, that's there. You get it? It's not like we reached and grabbed it.
No, that's what I'm saying. You all are like all these islands.
Everything you see.
Yeah, exactly. As
Malaysia.
far as you can see is Malaysia. Fucking Zimbabwe over here. Very soon, the Malays will be like, no, Singapore is Malaysia too.
It used to be.
Yeah, it used to be. But
Brunei too.
No, they'll try to take it back. They're like, no, their economy is under us. They're trying to pull a China.
I think Brunei, one of the best things they did was leave Malaysia. Yeah.
Anyways, let's say Malaysia rivers. We literally, this is not even like a branch out. We stopped the topic.
We stopped the topic?
And started a separate conversation because of you. 108. 108 clear rivers and 145 rivers total. I went on a fucking...
Do you have a river?
We have 100 rivers. We have more rivers per land area than you guys do.
Yeah, because we have more land.
Exactly. Why do you think we don't have land?
Y'all are just like,
we
have water everywhere. Let's get it in between.
It's actually very pretty if you look at all the rivers and shit. Because it starts
that
from
sounds
this.
like bias.
No. Actually, like...
Yeah, that's the size.
Yeah, on my phone, bro. So relax. Far. So look, like all of it just goes out like...
How much do you think
would it be to buy all of it? I don't know.
No.
Relax.
I was like... Do you all have parts of the island that's sinking?
Not yet. A part got taken over by the ocean during the tsunami, but other than that, we got fucked. But anyways,
Malaysia did too.
Not as much. No, Indonesia, Malaysia was third.
Malaysia was bad.
Was it third highest? Sri Lanka was second.
I don't know, but Malaysia was
bad. Because
our
fellas were like, oh, pre-fish, let's go fucking...
I told you, bro. Fucking just...
No, calm down. Phuvis go to hell just because of everything he's telling about Sri Lanka. They're like, you had such a clean record until you met Rashmi. You're like, that fucker's fault. No. You started talking shit about Sri Lanka. The dude did nothing to you. But yeah,
I'm like, have you met Rashmi? See the fucker.
They're like, that's a different point. He'll be meeting you soon. But it's crazy because the boy nearly did die.
Yeah.
You know, ruptured
Maybe wait till I stop laughing until
fractured ribs. I'm trying to dampen the mood so you don't keep laughing.
No, now I'm still smiling and feeling like an asshole.
You're like, I have fractured ribs. Never mind.
What?
No, I was gonna go divert to a different topic within the topic, and then I was like, it's also PG, so I don't want to bring it up right now. But yeah, it's really fucked up that we don't even kind of flinch when we hear this kind of news. We're just like, not again. You know, it's weird because if we heard this happen in Sri Lanka, people are like, what
Riots.
the fuck? You know,
Riots,
yeah.
bro.
Or like
imagine you got shot like this. Your mom would have stomped the police.
I think my mom would have whacked the police dudes.
Yeah.
You know, like but you do hear like when ministers' sons and shit gets in car crashes and stuff like that, and people die and they just go clean records and shit.
Yeah.
That happens in our countries, I feel.
Yeah.
But nothing the police do, you know. The police will get bribed easily and shit, but like they don't try to fuck people up physically. They might in jails, but not outside. You know, it was just really sad, and I was like, "Come on, it's 11-year-old. You can't identify 11-year-old.
Yeah.
Even if he's 6 foot, he'll still look like 11-year-old. And this dude looks like a child.
I saw the thing. Yeah.
He looks like a child. Like
he's so small.
Exactly. Well, we can't say it by the picture, but like he looks white. He's not white.
The phone screen's white.
Yeah, exactly. And look, that looks like a kid. Like, even though it's not focusing. But it's so funny every time we try to focus, is it? You know? Okay, it just doesn't want to focus. Anyways, he looks okay, calm down. He looks like such a kid.
I'm also kind of sleepy, so I'm a little bit close to the delirium point. Oh dear.
That's on you.
That's the way I was laughing. I felt it. I was like, hey, I'm laughing a bit different.
You're like, I'm high. We should do a high episode. Why not? I think we'll be good. We'll just be giggling, but we do that anyways.
Bro, I tell you, I'm gonna get sleepy.
I don't see a difference. That's what I was gonna say.
I'll get sleepier.
Okay. So yeah. Final thoughts about this, because I think we've talked about. This is the police.
Take the police away.
They did. I don't think that would work.
Here's the thing. I kind of agree, because whenever, like, this is weird to think about, right?
Yeah.
But when you know, was it last year or 2020?
2019, 2020. Yeah.
The George Floyd thing?
Yeah. And defunct the cops movement was going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is, when you lose cops, somebody else has to take the place.
No, the thing is, the world could run without cops if everyone was righteous enough. They don't have to be completely righteous.
But that's
why someone else has to take the place, because someone will try to take advantage of there not being a governing like body. You know,
that for one, right? But you also need somebody to like keep the peace.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. Because people will always try to take advantage.
Yeah, and even if we don't call them cops, let's say we call them like what, peacemaker, right?
Peacemaker. Yeah.
You're gonna end up in pretty much the exact same thing, but it just depends on like what regulations and everything they have. The
issue here is the cops are at fault here for making, because back in the day, firemen and stuff were in the front lines when it came to like the racial stuff and things as well. You know, they used to hose down the blacks and stuff like that as well. But now everyone thinks of firemen as the good people.
Yeah.
You know, because
it's like hot hunks.
Exactly. Like they stopped doing that, and they haven't done anything. That we heard of, but like they haven't done anything to anger the people. They're always trying to help the people. You know. And the police are there to help the people as well.
And honestly, more funds could go to like firefighters and like EMT and stuff like that. You know?
What do you mean?
Like the amount of money that goes to cops is a lot more than the other departments are getting.
No, that's what I'm saying. So like,
and like they don't need that much.
Yeah.
For the amount of work they're doing and all this bullshit.
Exactly. So they should be better than the firefighters even.
Yeah.
If anything.
But they get power drunk.
Maybe. A lot of people go to the police because they want the power. That's the issue. It's not because they want to serve the people. You know?
Yeah.
Like my dad wanted to be a policeman, and I think he would have been a great policeman, right? But the superintendent was like, no supervisor, was like, you have so many qualifications. Don't be a policeman. Because back at home, policeman isn't like all that.
Yeah.
You know, you don't get a great salary, this and that. He was like, you can make your way much better, much further.
Yeah.
So don't do that. But my father still fucks around because he can look like a policeman, and his name is S.P. Ranasinghe, which is Superintendent of Police Ranasinghe if you want.
Yeah.
Right? So when they ask his name, he's like S.P. Ranasinghe. And if they think he's the superintendent, he'll go along with it. If they don't, he goes along with that too.
Yeah.
You know? So it's up to the police.
He should wear like the boots and everything, you know?
He looks like me, but more rugged. Kind of. You see.
Yeah.
He also looks like a teddy bear.
We can make you look more rugged too. Give you like a slash here and there.
100%. He's got like a cut here and shit, so like he looks.
Oh, we should do that for you.
Okay, calm down. His brother gave that to him. Pushed him on a staircase. No, that was when they were younger.
Staircase.
I
have
shut the fuck
outside
up.
my head.
Alright. Anyways, let's end that topic. But you brought a good point. Like even if they take the cops out, a new
somebody else will come in.
But they have to be like the firefighters.
Yeah.
They can't be like the cops, drunk on power. They have to be drunk on helping people.
Like honestly,
like the great Uncle Ben once said, with great power comes great responsibility.
Yes.
That's right.
And so I was talking to James the other day at work, and I've told you
Shout
before,
out James.
right? And honestly, sometimes I'm like, he asked me the podcast link the other day, and I was like, oh no.
Because you talk shit about James too there once.
I haven't talked, like, not
shit. It was like, oh, sometimes he just talks, and then you're like, oh.
Yeah, like, I told Ryan this too, and I'm like, yeah, sometimes, we'll be talking, and then he'll say something so far, right?
No, but here's the thing. Right.
Something so conservative.
Right leaning. Yeah.
And I'm like, James, we were doing so good.
Left is liberal, right is conservative. Yes. Because LL. That's how I try to remember it. But, no, it's not just them. Like, one of my senior engineers who's like so smart, so good at everything. Right leaning, heavy. Right?
Yeah.
And he'll make points that he thinks makes perfect sense. And I'm like, there are clear gaps.
I know, that's the thing.
But then we also could be left-leaning and we are like, there are clear gaps. But I think I'm more central. I'll be completely honest.
I'm definitely, I'm like objectively looking at shit. I'm not like Democrat or Republican.
Because sometimes Democrats say stuff and I'm like...
Yeah, they do stupid shit too. And, what was the thing? We were talking about something like this kid who got shot or something. And he was like, yeah, you know what, we need more cops. And I was like, James, when will you learn? I'm like, no, James.
Some cops do bring hope to me though, like the ones who play basketball with the kids or like bring kids the shoes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's how they should be.
Like you don't have to go to that extent. Just be a decent human being.
Yeah, be nice.
Like why your gun doesn't need to be out of the holster unless it's an actual dangerous situation.
It's like making your truck a monster truck. That's what happens with it. They put the holster on and they're compensating for something. Is what it feels like. You get what I mean?
Take out your taser, bro. Switch pockets.
They're compensating. Exactly. They should.
Like there was.
But even then, you can't even say that.
There was one time.
Bro, they tase the people to death as well. That's the issue.
I've never.
You don't know that?
No.
There was once, there was this autistic person outside the house, right? And he was having an episode, right? And the parents called them and they were like, he's just having an episode. We just need him to calm down because he gets slightly violent. They tasted it multiple times and until his brain started not receiving oxygen.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
no,
like, the maximum you should hold a taste is 3 minutes. Or 1.5 minutes or something. It's the max they say.
Yeah.
But they held it for 3 minutes or something. And you're like, bro, this was a big autistic dude, but still. Like, no.
Yeah. There was this one, I forgot which case it was, but there was this cop who shot somebody and then he said he mistook it for his taser gun. And other cops were blasting him. They're like,
bro, okay, I know this story. They're like,
you got trained to know which one goes where. Like it's color coded or something like that.
And the feel is different as well.
Yeah, like
you are lying to yourself.
Yeah.
I love when cops try to turn the cameras off, but they no, cops start recording right
Mm.
after an incident happened, but they are trained to know that it records 30 seconds before as well. So they get caught a lot of times
Yeah.
because they turn the camera on and they are like, okay, this is what happened, this is what happened. But then you go to that 30 seconds before footage
Mm-hmm.
and they get fucked. There was once there was a cop planted evidence against the person and
Yeah.
then walked out of the house
Mm-hmm.
and then turned his camera on and went in and he was searching everywhere and then found this and he's like, okay, we got drugs, this and that. And this poor dude went to jail for like 5 years or something, you know,
Wow.
just because he planted the evidence and then they saw that and the lawyers managed to overturn that. But that's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Anyways,
That's fucked.
let's move on from this topic. I don't want dampening.
Too late.
No,
I was
we
laughing and everything. Man brought it down.
back again.
Yeah.
Guess who's back? Depression.
All right.
Na 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 na. I'm excited for Dragon Ball Super 2 now.
Yeah.
Is it done, superheroes?
No, there's one episode left, I think. Oh, it's not finished.
Yeah.
But the next one is still taking time.
Tell me.
How do I say it?
I am
Incorrupt.
waiting-
Incorrupt Nun.
Incorrupt.
Incorrupt.
So she's a pure nun.
No, I kind of threw a curveball because incorrupt means something very specific.
How do you spell incorrupt?
I am corrupt.
Oh, okay, I was thinking INN corrupt for a second. I was like, you said it means very specific. I was like, maybe it's something else. That's why I went to IN. The nun snitched on the priest because he was having sex with minors.
The nun's dead.
The nun had never had sex in her life.
It's a nun.
Well, I don't know, bro. I have some dreams for you. No clue. Give me another topic headline.
Another headline?
Yeah, like I switch my headline up. Yeah, give me one more, please.
Another one.
Like switch it up a bit, because I want to try guess it.
I don't know. Perfect preserve.
Oh, the nuns preserved so perfectly that all her. I think I saw this. Wasn't she like a hella rich nun or something like that as well?
No.
But
Maybe.
her corpse was found basically, what do you call, intact completely, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah. I think I saw this a week ago, but I can't quite remember. What was it? Say.
Okay.
No, I'm serious. There's a picture as well, right?
Yeah, sorry. Travelers congregate in rural Missouri community to see nun's body.
What the hell?
Yeah. So hundreds of people traveled to this Benedictines of Mary, Queen of Apostles monastery in rural Missouri to view a nun's body which showed no signs of decay
Yeah.
approximately 4 years after her death.
Okay, no, my one was, I thought, was like 50 years or something.
Yeah. She died. This is Sister Wilhelmina Lancaster, right?
Mm-hmm.
She died at age 95 in 2019.
Okay.
Her body was exhumed roughly 4 years later
Mm-hmm.
so that it can be moved to the final resting place inside a chapel. When the coffin was unearthed,
Yeah.
her body was apparently incorrupt. That's where the term comes in, which in Catholic tradition refers to the preservation of the body from normal decay. The remains were intact, even though the body had not been embalmed and was in a wooden coffin.
That's crazy, though, right?
Yeah.
Must have been like perfect conditions for it to not degrade. Like accidental perfect conditions.
Probably.
You get what I mean?
Yeah. So the Diocese of Kansas City, St. Joseph, he issued a statement. I think it's he. I'm not sure. The conditions of. Yeah.
That's crazy. So Pui was reading it out and it just popped up in my feed. They listening to every fucking thing. And it's funny. Yeah.
And obviously the conditions of remains, generated widespread interest and raised important questions. And the statement from the diocese notes incorruptibility is very rare and a well-established process to pursue the cause for sainthood. But the process has not begun in Lancaster's case. So the Catholic News Agency reports that more than 100 incorruptible bodies have been canonized, their bodies defying the decaying process. In Catholicism, incorruptible saints give witness to the truth of the resurrection and life that is to come.
Oh, okay. This is no jab towards Christianity and stuff like that, right?
But I just save your statement for the next one, right?
Yeah.
Experts say it is not necessarily uncommon for bodies to remain well preserved, especially in the first few years after death. Which is what I was thinking.
Well, go ahead, repeat that.
Experts say it is not necessarily uncommon for bodies to remain well preserved, especially in the first few years after death.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So that's what I was thinking, because it's only been 4 years. And like you said, maybe the conditions were just
right. Yeah, exactly.
And Western Carolina University associate professor and director of forensic anthropology, Nicholas V. Pasalacqua, said it's hard to say how common this is because bodies are rarely exhumed after burial. But there are many famous cases of well-preserved human remains. Not just things like Egyptian mummies, which were intentionally preserved, but also things like the bog bodies of Europe, which were very well preserved for thousands of years because they were in environments with low oxygen that restricted bacterial growth and access to the remains to scavengers. And that's what I was thinking, right?
Yeah.
And they said, in general, when we bury a body at our human decomposition facility, we expect it will take about 5 years for the bodies to become skeletonized. That is without a coffin or any other container or wrapping surrounding the remains. So for this body which was buried in a coffin, I personally don't find it too surprising that the remains are relatively well preserved after only 4 years.
Yeah. It's no, the thing, I wasn't going to shit on religion and stuff like that. But I love how, like in religions and stuff, they're like, okay, if this happens, that means
they're pure.
They're pure, this and that. And you're like, are they though? We're so skeptical at this day and age.
Yeah, because honestly, back in the day, if this happened, I would have been like, oh, that's
kind of
cool.
Understandable, because they were so dirty as well. Like, they didn't shower for like
I was thinking
weeks and stuff
going
like
a
that.
different route. I was thinking like, back in the day, if you heard a news like this, you'd be more inclined to believe it.
No, that's what I'm saying. But it also, right, like if it happened and we knew what we know now, right? We're like, okay, that's still kind of impressive because like the conditions that they lived in and all that.
But now I think it's more of like, some that partly because we know what we know, and also that a lot of religion is used to push their own agendas. Yeah. So whenever something works out in their favor, they immediately
exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, this is it.
Yeah.
Which is why I was like, okay. But also the person who wrote this article is like, okay, I also don't think it's...
Yeah.
But it's kind of cool. 4 years is a long time. That's more than 1,200 days,
Yeah, but like they said, it's not enough for it to skeletonize.
Oh yeah, 1,300. Yeah, it's not. Especially if it's in those right conditions,
Yeah.
If it's humid enough, just enough so that it stays moist, but not too humid so that it starts decaying faster, and then temperature.
Yeah.
Like every time it was starting to get the right temperature, if the temperature went down and the bacteria started dying, not dying, but stopped moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool topic. So this topic, I don't know how much to talk about it because you basically said everything within that article itself. So it was kind of a quick topic, but
it was a quick topic because I just thought
it is really interesting.
I just thought it was pretty interesting.
Yeah,
like I mean, on a normal basis, right?
But also, my third topic, right? I'm not going to bring it up right now, but I want to ask you whether you want to know news or conspiracy theory that I made while I was working out. Okay. So this kind of leads into that as well. So it's kind of cool. So like religions and stuff, right? You know how they have gods and all that.
Yeah.
Right? So maybe someone's thought about this, maybe someone hasn't.
Okay.
But imagine.
All right.
Yeah, I actually do want you to imagine this. So like there are different religions and different gods, right? And Hindu has so many gods. Christianity has one. Islam has one. We don't have any technical gods. We have gods in Buddhism, but they're not almighty and powerful.
Yeah.
So imagine that we think we are the master race on Earth right now, right?
Yeah.
So what if there was a species before us?
Yeah.
There was a species before us that was more advanced than
us. Dinosaurs.
That's it. That's it. But imagine there was a species more scientifically advanced than us, and we were witnessing them at action as well, and they didn't care about us because we were like ants to them.
No, they were like these monkeys.
We're like ants or monkeys to them, right? So all the gods that we think are gods and shit
are actually people from like
just that species. You get what I mean?
Like the advanced race.
The advanced race. And like for example, Hanuman could jump from island to island and stuff like that.
He just had powerful boots.
Yeah, he was just like it was just a Jaeger, a big ass robo. That they had created, and it was like monkey-like, so it was flexible and like could jump massive distances and shit. And we are just down here, and we're like, "What the fuck is going on?" Doesn't that sound like?
I can't remember exactly where.
You also bought this super cool theory about Christianity. We can talk about that as well if you want.
Yeah, but I forgot where exactly I saw, but that was I think like an animation or a movie or something I saw that essentially was something like that. But I think I forgot whether they were like robots or like made out of like the light or the power or something like that.
Gundams? Was it Gundam?
No, it wasn't Gundam. I forgot where it was, but it was very close to something you were saying.
I have I at least subconsciously maybe I have, but I have never ever heard this theory before, right? I was just working out and I was listening to someone talk about aliens and stuff like that, and then I was like, maybe this is what I thought was like, what if we are the first race that like actually managed to like transcend normal animals and stuff like that, which is why we can't reach any aliens and shit, right? Like we are the most advanced species in this universe, right?
Those advanced species have a jammer.
No,
that's why we can't advance as fast.
They're like, no, fuck
They're like, we gotta control their speed.
Turns out the sun is just a jammer, big ass jammer that they tricked us to believe like it is a thing. But
no, the sun is their torchlight.
Basically.
Yeah, their table lamp.
Yeah, and we are the dust particles around it. Yeah. But like, imagine my theory about the gods and stuff, right? The god is all power light and shit like that. They just built a big ass solar system, like a solar dome or something like that.
Yeah.
And then people who could walk on, Jesus could walk on water. They were just doing tests with us, like we do with rats.
Like, what if let's give this one person dispatch and see what they do.
Yeah, like they made a tiny robo.
No, that's not. The rest of them killed him.
Yeah. Why is he on a fucking cross, bro? What the fuck happened here? Like, let's fuck with them and change water to wine. We can just do shit. But
they're like, oh, damn it, now they're alcoholics.
But imagine, right? And so then they created the pyramids and it's just like a kid's science project.
Bro. Random tangent, right?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I saw this thing. It was a joke. Somebody was like, "Why are there pyramids in Egypt? Because the British thought it would be too expensive to transport it to Britain."
Yes, to museums, basically. Yeah, that's actually very factual. I feel like it was so big.
Yeah,
but
they're
then-
like,
but
how-
they did take a block or something. I feel like there's at least a block in a museum. I'm 100% sure. Just check it up
Fuckers
later.
just went around taking shit, bro.
Oh, let me take
Yeah.
that real quick. You know,
Hey, mind blown.
basically,
Stab. Yeah.
Spain did the same thing. So,
Yeah.
you know, they were
Where do you think
fucking
they
around.
got the idea from?
Yeah, true. I think no, Spain was before Britain, didn't it?
Mm.
Same time.
Mm.
Portugal as well.
Yeah.
Portugal was like, what the fuck are Britons doing? We should do that. Or it was the other way around. Either way. So, like, imagine Thor and all that. They were advanced species as well.
Mm.
And, like, they had weapons that could use lightning and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And our dudes were just looking from the sidelines and like, what the fuck is happening here, you know? And they create religions based on that. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
And that civilization is not here anymore, not because they managed to go to
They ran
another
from
planet.
us.
No, I think they destroyed themselves. Like Ragnarok.
Mm.
You get what I mean? Which is why we had like another Ice Age and shit like that. They messed shit up
See,
so much. Like
See,
they did like a
that-
nuke,
that
but a
would make
big-
a lot of sense.
right?
If even like if you think about it, like in a Hindu mythology and stuff.
Oh,
right?
really? I didn't even know this.
Ramayana.
Yeah, Ramayana.
I think I've told you this before. Ramayana and more important, Mahabharata.
Ramayana is a story in Mahabharata, no?
No, Ramayana is separate.
It's a separate book, but Mahabharata is the big
No,
boy.
no, Mahabharata was a separate event
Yeah.
by itself.
No,
Ramayana
was
Ramayana
Okay.
was a separate thing
okay. I
because
know
it was
Ramayana,
like it was
though.
like two different
We were
iterations
involved in
of
that
Krishna
shit.
at the time. I mean, Vishnu.
Vishnu, yeah.
So
Vishnu is a Hindu god.
I'm pretty sure Mahabharata was before.
Yeah.
Before
That's what I
Ramayana.
said. Mahabharata. Okay.
So
But
in the if you read the Mahabharata and even Ramayana and stuff, right?
yeah,
They have like normal weapons, right?
Mhm.
Bow and arrows and stuff like that. And then when they in the story they go and train with like they learn under these sages and stuff,
yeah.
and then they get divine weapons.
Mm.
Like these weapons that can like
Alter.
multiply
Yeah.
and become like coiled ropes and all these kind of things, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
Like,
And then the
Yeah.
interesting thing was in Mahabharata, they have like physical locations, right? Where these
Mhm.
things all actually
this
happen.
happened, yeah.
When they tested the grounds where the Mahabharata
That was like high radiation and
Yeah,
stuff
there was
like
high
that.
radiation.
Yeah, I remember this coming out.
So I was thinking, what if like all those divine weapons that they use
Was just
were
nuclear.
nuclear weapons?
Yeah, exactly.
And it would make so much sense,
Mhm.
especially if you look at all their old.
That's it. We're starting a conspiracy theory
Yeah.
podcast. No, but
At
seriously.
the old, like you know those caves and everything, like machines so advanced we still can't replicate it.
Yeah. Kind of proud they were in the Asian region. But then
Yeah.
if you think about it, that's the largest land region that's there, like
Yeah,
single land region.
Mhm.
So they probably were just fucking around and finding.
yeah, and it's so
Sri Lanka
cool.
was a helicopter pad for them, which is why they had, like,
No, I think Sri Lanka was like where they sent the bad people.
I don't know, hella powerful though.
No, like the prison,
So
like the prison
America,
island, prison island,
so America, Australia.
maybe. Because like think about it, right? Every other place had like cool myths and everything, and then they're like that fucker over there has 10 hits.
Bro, but Ravana was fucking sick if you think about
Yeah.
it. He was so strong. Like they just put him in that. They were like, no, you stay there.
Yeah,
Stay.
you can rule the rest of these fuckers. Nobody will question it. You got 10 hits. Go do what you want.
Please. Yeah. No, but that's what I'm saying. That would make so much sense. Like they
Yeah, but
They-
also the Ravana thing, right? Like anytime you see him in art or whatever, they actually show like 10 heads,
yeah.
right? And
So
it-
he could
it
have had a
always-
Jaeger, bro.
It always threw me off
Mhm.
whenever they would make the heads not scented.
Oh, bro. I know what you're talking
Right?
about. But it's 10 heads. So like
Yeah.
they put 1 head here, 5 here, 4 here.
Yeah.
Bro, just do 5, the opposite 5 like this and go this way. It doesn't have to have a head in the
No,
center.
it
right?
has to be a middle head.
But technically you can't have a middle head.
I know. But
Have
yeah.
2 heads.
it always threw me off like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
And I didn't like that, right?
I guess.
But
He would have been scary if he had 2 layers of heads. Imagine.
probably,
Like
but
5 each.
man got stories. But I don't
They
know
call
when,
it 9/11 when they hit these heads.
9/10.
9/10. That's right.
So you only got one.
No, 10/9.
But there was one thing I kind of thought of in another way, right? I don't know when, but it was after I read like a Ramayana book or something.
Yeah.
But what if it's like either he has the mental capacity of 10 people, or they're talking about his like 10 not personalities, but like
Split this out.
not exactly,
But he had
like,
the same personality throughout.
yeah, same personality, but like
I think you
10
were
aspects, kind of, pretty
Hmm.
much. You get what I mean?
like he was strong in 10 different aspects.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
That could be one thing.
Mhm. But I think you're more right. Given I think he had the strength of 10 people
Yeah.
and wisdom of 10 people.
Yeah.
Is what they said. So it
That-
was like
that
Albert
might be
Einstein
why-
back in the day.
Yeah, to make sense for like 10,
Albert Ravana.
because he had what, a flying chariot,
Ravana Einstein. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So imagine he was technically
and
like
what, he
a
was
god
pulled
in
by a goose
Lanka.
or something, or swan.
Yeah, exactly.
goose,
It was
swan.
a peacock.
His wasn't a peacock.
No, it was a peacock.
I thought his was a swan.
No, his was a peacock. I think the other one was a swan.
What other?
Like whatever other one you're saying about, because you said his was a swan. So I'm assuming there's another one that you thought is a peacock.
Somebody probably other.
You went Indian there. Somebody probably other.
Yeah. That
No.
was
His was a peacock, if I'm not mistaken.
probably. You might be right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because like the feathers were his sea kind of, and like
I'm pretty sure they had like different iterations. everywhere.
his chariot was basically the shape of
Yeah.
a peacock. Was what it was. It wasn't
And-
pulled by peacocks.
Mm. And
he
then
wasn't Santa Claus over here. Sri Claus.
And in mythology, there's Brahma.
Yeah.
Brahma has 4 heads,
Mm-hmm.
right? One facing each direction of
North,
like
east,
the
west,
cardinal, this one, right? According to mythology, he had a 5th one facing up.
Someone's like, I can attack him from above, and then
They're
they're
like-
coming down. He's like,
Surprise, motherfucker!
yeah.
But yeah, he has like 5 heads, right?
Yeah.
And
360 protection.
apparently, in a fight with Shiva,
Mhm.
Shiva used his third eye and
Burned
burned
his
burned
top head, yeah.
the top one, the one that's looking. So, according to the myth, that's
He-
why men are always looking to the heavens, because it's like what we
Missed.
what we
What
missed.
we- yeah.
Yeah,
What we missing out on.
because that's like the enlightenment.
So what happened was Brahma was teasing Shiva, saying, "Oh, I have 360 vision," and
She was like,
she was then
she was like, no.
bed.
She was like, you should have said more. Now you only get 360.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, no, yeah. What would you call that? It's called dome, right?
I guess. But Shiva's origin story is pretty cool though.
Shiva can be an asshole if he wants.
How?
Like I'm saying, if he wants to use his powers for bad, he can be an asshole. Is what
I
I'm
guess.
saying. Like he's powerful is what I meant. Like
Yeah.
it's not like he was an
Yeah,
asshole. I didn't say he was an asshole.
Yeah.
I said he can be an
And
asshole
like
if he wants.
his origin story was I think Vishnu and Brahma were like at the top of this world tree or something like that. They
well,
were like,
yeah, I remember you telling me this.
yeah, they were like, who can go the furthest? And they were trying to decide who can go, but they needed like a judge, right?
Mhm.
And that's when like this pillar of fire opened up, and then Shiva stepped out.
Talk about an entrance.
Yeah, and he's like, I'll judge.
And then
And-
like,
and
who
he's
the
like-
fuck are you?
And he's the third god, right?
Yeah,
so he's like, okay, you two go, and I'll tell you which one makes it down first.
yeah.
And Vishnu obviously goes all the way to the top. Brahma goes,
Nearly to
almost
the
to the
top,
top,
and then comes.
and then there's a flower. there's a flower that he picks, and he tells the flower, tell them I went to the top. And then when he goes down, the flower lies for him, for Brahma.
Yeah.
And Vishnu actually made it to the top and everything. And that's when Shiva destroyed Brahma's the top
one.
one.
Head, yeah.
Yeah. And the flower that lied, he said, since you lied, you will never be used for any sacred offerings.
And what was the flower?
I don't remember.
Great.
But that flower can only be used for Brahma.
Makes sense.
So there's not a lot of temples for Brahma in India, right? Around the world, I think.
Yeah, because Shiva.
Yeah, and like there's very few actual statues and stuff you would actually see in like temples as well. So if you do see like a prayer offering for Brahma, that's where you'll see the flower. Nowhere else.
Interesting.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But what do you think about my conspiracy theory?
I'm inclined to believe it.
It's a solid theory, don't you think?
Yeah, it's pretty solid. Like
I'm
it could have happened.
I'm surprised no one has like brought this theory isn't bigger than what it is. But then I guess religion plays a big part. They're like, nah, fuck you.
Here's my take on religion, right? So
so Puvi's gonna show you guys.
I haven't drawn it fully yet. So after.
Show them the start.
Sure.
It's a beautiful drawing.
This is the start.
I love how visible that like tab is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whenever I picture like religion,
that's Puvi, by the way.
No,
it's not. I'm like,
that's God.
Oh, that's God.
That's capital G.
That's God.
Yeah, capital G. I'm gonna put G.
Big
All
G.
right. Big G.
That's the 6. Sure.
Fuck right off. Alright.
Put the thing down so that we know. Just so.
I'll put the thing down. Alright.
Oh, there we go. That's the G.
Fuck off.
Alright.
So whenever I picture God in like a sure. Yeah. So every all the religions, they all claim that
God,
their own iterations, everything, and they're like, no, my God is the true God. But what if God is just like this one being or this one power, right?
He just wants to fuck with everyone.
So the way I see it is like, imagine different people at like different parts
They're
of
all
the mountain.
trying to climb the mountain. Same mountain.
No, nobody's trying to climb the mountain.
No one tries to climb the mountain.
Yeah.
No one wants to reach God.
Yes, everybody's like, this is God's mountain, we shall not climb it.
Okay.
Very different in Hindu mythology. Everybody's like, that's God's mountain, I want to meet him, I shall climb it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I thought.
But this is different.
Okay, so Hindu is not here.
They are here, but they haven't tried to go.
Not yet. Not yet. Yeah.
Because they're like,
they're looking at Everest and they're like, maybe it's
not Everest. They're like, no, wrong white mountain. We go to Kailash. Shiva's there.
Kailash.
Yeah.
That's the name.
Yeah, that's Shiva's abode. So imagine, let's say this is Christianity, this is let's say Hinduism, Islam.
I wish we had a top-down camera right now.
Yeah.
That would be sick.
What's another one? Another religion. Sure.
Oh, Jewish. Because we don't believe in God per se. Right? Put Jewish. We believe in samsara.
Sure.
So.
Alright. So whenever all of them are looking at the mountain, they all see different things.
Yeah.
Or like what they God. Yeah, what they
that's why this cloud is there.
Yeah. That's the distortion field.
So right now, okay.
You can go closer.
Right now what Puvi is saying is Christianity, Hinduism, Islam, Jewishism.
For example.
Yeah. And you see this cloud right here, right?
That's the distortion field.
Yeah. Now explain.
Yeah. So everybody is trying to say that is their God.
Yeah.
Technically, it is their God.
Yeah.
But it is also everybody's God because
everyone's God.
Yeah. There's only one G, right?
Big G.
The big G.
Yeah.
And all of them. This is Ratnagar. Right?
Yeah.
So, and it makes a lot more sense. Like, think about it in like 3D, right?
No, I 100% agree with this.
Massive fucking mountain.
Yeah.
Right? And everybody's at this base. Like, imagine you're standing at the bottom of Everest and looking up.
Yeah.
Right? And you see something up there.
Mm-hmm.
So you're like, this is what I see. Imagine every religion doing the same thing and they're all around this massive fucking mountain, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And everybody sees the same thing, but they think different things.
Exactly.
And they're like, that's my God.
That's true.
And I always think of that.
I 100% agree with you because whenever I talk about this with people, and if they believe in God, this is the theory I have.
Yeah. Because
especially like for example, I was dating this girl for a while, right? And randomly we would have like hella deep conversations. So she was like, "Do you believe in God?" And I was like, "I don't. I believe there's someone out there that could be like a higher power."
Son?
Yeah, Ratnayaka is up there,
his son
watching over us. His son is the real G.
Yeah,
he's watching over his son. You know, he's the GG.
Yeah.
But
and now G plus F.
G plus F.
No, G
plus C.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ginath Fraser.
Yeah.
He took the other name. Anyways, yeah, so I was like, there could be a higher power. I can't believe it. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's not hard for me to believe that.
Yeah.
Do I like believe it completely? No. But that's because I don't really believe anything. I just want to live my life as a good person, is what I believe, right?
Yeah.
But that God is the same for everyone. And it's just different iterations of the same God through different filters.
Yeah.
Because you're born in a different family, different cultures, all that accumulates. And you perceive God as a certain thing, a person, not object.
See, the thing is, for me, I think that we see God in what is easiest for us to believe in.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like each culture has different beliefs of what God should be.
Yeah.
Right? So whatever is easier for us is what we want to believe in. Because else, it's just hard to... We like to put a face to...
I 100% think it's the human limitation.
Yeah,
because we can't accept that... Like, we need to know that there's something out there, that's something bigger than us.
Exactly. Like, that's one thing, right?
Yeah.
Like,
and
a lot of people...
If it's not, like, humanoid, it's harder for us to believe.
A lot of people can't imagine the fact that we came out of nothing.
Yeah.
That there's nothing after death. That there isn't someone controlling our fates. Because then it's all on you as well.
Yeah. And I think that's the scary part. That's the pressure.
Yeah, that's so much pressure for a lot of people.
That's why I am like, okay, religion is fine because it takes the pressure off of you. And you can blame somebody else. You can believe in somebody else. That's fine.
Yeah.
Right?
But once you start trying to make other people believe what you believe just because you believe it, that's when it gets fucked
up. If you say that yours is the right one and theirs is wrong, like
you have no right to say that.
Yeah.
Like in Buddhism, they say all religions, respect all religions and respect all people who are following those religions.
Yeah.
You know, and you should be kind to everyone and anyone. But a lot of times people don't really remember that even in Buddhism. You know, which is kind of sad.
And you see, the thing that I think for Hinduism,
even Christianity says that. Islam says that.
Yeah.
They're like, your religion is right. You will go to hell if you believe in this, but you should be still generous, nice to those people in other religions. You know?
Yeah.
Like, sure, they're like, okay, they probably will go to hell because they are not believing in the true religion. But they never say, don't be mean to them. Don't be nice to them, right? They're always being saying, spread love, spread kindness. You know,
and that's the core of every religion.
Exactly.
Pretty much, you know. Yeah. And if you like,
it's funny because if you stop for a second and think about it, you will see that. But a lot of people don't want to
because they're like you know, especially like for example Christianity, right? And even in Hinduism, I think. But like, you know, people are like, oh, you can't be gay because God forbids it, and you're like, where did the love and kindness, where did that go?
Exactly.
Like, just because that their values don't fit with what you believe?
And Buddhism has nothing about any of them.
Yeah, I don't think Hinduism
basically has Buddhism says if you can abstain from everything so that you don't have any attachments to the world, so you can go to the next life peacefully, end the cycle of suffering, which is living, basically, right? But they don't say, oh, you should not be gay. You know, they're like, if you really want to end cycle of suffering and stuff, you should stop having relationships with everyone, so that, because the more relationships you have, the more things you have to lose.
Yeah, the more attachments you have.
The more attachments you have. That's the right word I was searching for. But they don't say, oh, the gay attachments. That's what you need to release.
Yeah.
You know, oh,
and
you can't
Hinduism
change.
technically doesn't have that either.
Yeah, exactly.
It's more of like the culture because
yeah,
like,
the Indian
the man
culture,
and woman thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but for Hinduism, when you believe in like my old Tamil teacher, who's my mom's friend's mom, right? She's been teaching Tamil and she goes to like all these temples and everything, right? At their place, they don't have like a proper altar.
Yeah,
you know,
a proper shrine. Yeah.
Yeah, they have a lamp.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And she prays and she preaches that God is just a flame, that light. The light, the power, right? So
I think light is the most accurate description that you can have for God, because you don't know what God
because you don't
like.
know. And anytime you always see like this brightness, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So I think the flame is the closest you can get, but for humans you can't make sense that you're praying to fire.
Exactly.
You know? So for humans, for Indians at least, right? For Hinduism, I think that's why we created like all
different
these gods.
Variations of one god.
Yes.
Under different names.
Yeah. So every god is literally just that flame, and
you just have personalities. Different
like for example, like traits. You have Shiva, and then you have different forms of Shiva, with different names and everything, right? And each one is because that fits more to what is easier to believe for people. Like you can relate. If somebody says, "Oh, that's the goddess of destruction," you can understand the concept of destruction, and she's the embodiment of that. There's a goddess of wealth. You see her, and you're like, "Okay, wealth." Studies her, like knowledge her.
Yeah, exactly.
Something like that, you know. And
knowledge
I think
Ganesh, right?
Not quite. Saraswati is knowledge.
Saraswati is knowledge.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah.
Ganesha is also knowledge, but like they have like varying degrees of it. Yeah. You know.
After college, it's Ganesha.
Yeah. For Ganesh, actually, they say he's more of like an obstacle remover.
Exams. He's the.
And then like you know, I think Hanuman is like loyalty and like fearlessness and all that.
But at the end of the day, like.
Yeah, it's honestly just whatever's easier for you to believe in.
Going back to my conspiracy theory here, right? Imagine that like given that you were saying that, imagine they had this fucking crazy war and everyone died except one dude. And he's like, let me
write this down real quick.
Let me fuck with these people. You know? And then he's like, okay.
Imagine the most cowardly dude is the one who
survived. Exactly. And like we're like, oh, he's like, because he's always, whenever he comes, he's just got a projector covering him or whatever they had, you know. So
we'll take a picture of this later.
You should take it with us.
Are you one?
No, that was my Chayada Kamehameha.
Oh
no. But you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that would be crazy, right?
Kamehameha? Yeah.
No, the theory, conspiracy theory, right? And he just went, he's like, okay, I'm gonna tell this to it. And then Moses, he goes to Moses, he's like, yeah, I'll split the waves for you if you follow me. And then all he has to do is he has like a heavenly weapon which can just split the waves. And shit.
He gave Moses a staff.
Yeah.
He's like, this will separate the molecules in water.
As soon as he does that, he's got a device which just, you know.
No, the staff actually works.
Oh, yeah.
And it like, he plants it and it just like, it like vibrations.
Exactly. That would be so cool.
Bro. Technology, bro. Everything.
You should write a book. God's Unreal. And just
God's Explained.
Yeah. By Southeast Asia. Just underneath.
No, but Sri Lanka. Don't worry, we're still not sinking yet.
We're alive for now. But yeah, that's actually a cool theory, right?
Yeah.
I was like, I have never heard this theory.
And like, did Jesus walk on water bare feet?
Yeah, he did. But all that dude had to do right? The god.
Special spray.
Yeah,
Hydrophobic
or
spray.
he's like, yeah, he just put something on Jesus's feet. Like if they were so advanced to have such a big war and have a falling out, they would have had something that let them walk on water. You know,
Imagine he actually ran out of time, so he's just like walking underneath with a platform.
Jesus is taking a step. He's like, okay,
Yeah, like force.
and he can breathe underwater because he's got a mask. Like
Yeah.
that can he can breathe.
I think that point they just like peel or whatever.
Oh
and
yeah,
then-
yeah. He's just he doesn't even need a mask,
Mm.
right? Yeah, that would be cool. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. That would be
That would,
sick,
yeah,
right?
that'd be sick.
Like imagine like God's explained,
Mm.
and then we just write this book. Like it would be so cool. Like
Mhm.
I think that I know it's a conspiracy theory, and it could be fake, but
It's fun to believe in.
a lot of religions don't sound real either.
Yeah.
You know, so
I was talking to somebody at work, and he was like, "Yeah, how can you say?" He was like, "Yeah, met this lesbian girl," and she was like, "Yeah, I'm lesbian, but I go to church and I'm a Christian and everything." And he's like, "Okay, you can be one of both. You can
What?
be one. You can't
but
be
not
both.
both.
Yeah.
You can be both.
No, because
Yeah, exactly.
he's trying to
Talk with you, like see if you're on his side.
No,
basically.
he's telling me about the argument that he had with that girl.
Okay.
He
okay,
said,
okay.
"So how can you be lesbian and Christian? Because it doesn't say. It strictly says
she's like,
man
I'm not
has
trying-
to man has to lie with women, and you can't, man with man or women with women. So how does that play in and everything?"
Mhm.
And he was like, "Yeah, so you can't be both." And I was like, "Technically, you're right. Like you're trying to
Again,
persuade her out of the religion. I
yeah,
guess.
like okay. She's
Understandable.
like, I'm not Christian after meeting this dude. Like, I guess, fuck Christianity, I guess. She starts going on this thing.
yeah.
I was Christian until, she has a TikTok story time.
Mm.
I was Christian until I met this dude. And then he explained it to me, and I don't
Now
know how
I believe in Vikings.
now how I
believe
don't,
in
yeah,
Norse.
exactly. I don't know how I didn't see this before.
That's the dude who believes in the Norse mythology. By the way.
Oh, got
Like
you.
he has a
You should tell
hammer
him
that he's wearing.
You should tell him that Norse mythology and Christianity. are
I
the
showed
same.
him the thing. He was like,
Ah.
"It sounds like it could be something
Understandable.
Loki
But
did."
yeah, because of that only, like I thought of that as well. Because I was like, okay, Thor's hammer
Mm-hmm.
could have easily been replicated by a weapon, if you think about it.
It could have been a weapon.
That's
Like,
what
it could have been like
no, it is. That's what I'm saying. It
like
can be
a-
replicated by another weapon.
like
Oh,
it could have been
it
technology.
could have been a hammer
Like,
itself.
imagine the strap is a
Sling.
insulator.
Yeah.
So the hammer acts as a conductor
and it grounds the dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So and
and it's a superconductor, so it just grabs lightning.
yeah, and he
Anywhere
can redirect it.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah,
we,
and
we made a conspiracy theory here.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
and he's like, if you spin it fast enough, you can fly.
Well, no, he just has boots that he can fly, but they think he's spinning. He's spinning it so that
No, he's just
he
jumping
he
off.
changes direction by spinning it.
Mm. No, he's using the inertia to pull him.
Exactly.
The
there
boots,
we go.
bro.
There
He's,
we go.
he's wearing the boots,
Yeah.
and he just launches off, and then
Bro.
and the cape lets him, I don't know, fly the air.
I can see why people like conspiracy theories. Given that
Yeah.
I made one now, I'm like, this shit is dope as fuck.
Mm.
Whoever made flat Earth first was like, yo, this shit is crazy,
bro.
bro.
What if it's flat?
Flat. What if we fall off? He was high. He was on mushrooms.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. It's like we could fall off the end of it. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
We could fall off the end of that.
That's why we're running out of water, bro.
Yeah,
All the
it
water's
just
going to
keeps
space.
Yeah. It's so silly. The one that people think we're on a turtle, great. Like, calm down, bro. Like, at some point.
That's so funny. Like,
Did you not know this?
where's the turtle?
No,
Is it just
so
in space?
the Earth is the turtle, and then there's water around it or something like that. At this point, like,
I've heard of that, but like that's funny though.
yeah. Anyways.
The turtle. I think there was one like a giant elephant or something.
Okay, I haven't heard that.
Yeah,
that-
it was
that-
like the back of the elephant or some like the.
everything's back of animals.
Yeah.
Though. Like, come on, relax.
Like, where did the turtle come from?
Yeah, be a bit
Turtle god.
bit creative at least.
Turtle god.
Yeah,
He played a turtle god.
Turns out it is a turtle that the one dude remaining was
Mm.
he has a turtle
He who
Jaeger.
remains.
Yeah. We should name the book that He Who Remains, a non-fiction biography
sued by
of
Marvel.
God. Who's that? Oh, that they
King,
do
yeah.
have. Yeah, that's right. Fuck Kang. But don't fuck Kang. But you can if you want. I don't really care. But anyways, that was my conspiracy theory. You added to it. Thank you for listening to my TED talk. You know,
Bro,
I just thought it was super cool.
It is cool. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be real,
Yeah,
but it's still
but
like, really
it
fun.
sounds legitimate enough as well. Like I feel like that could happen.
See, have you heard of the one where
'Cause people
humans
are-
were the aliens?
Yeah, I've heard that.
The ones where we were the
We
were
landed
in
and
the
then people forgot that.
no. Like we were in the spaceship that was the asteroid that killed the
Mhm.
dinosaurs.
Yeah, I've heard that. But here's the thing. So we got stupid.
No, the technology was lost to us.
Yeah, but like I feel like someone would have figured shit out a bit at least. Aliens landed. They were the superior species. They were the gods that we saw.
No, they wanted to see the dinosaurs, but they crash landed, burnt up the place. We're like, let's fuck off
No,
before anybody sees.
they were going on a magic school bus trip, but Miss fucked up. So children, this is what you
Look
call
at it, you'll see the
extinction.
dinosaurs. They're like, they're on fire.
That's right. It's called extinction. We just cause what we call an extinction class event.
Yeah.
What
and
do you
look
call
at
them?
look at that mosquito over there. It's being trapped by the tree sap.
That's right. That's Amber. That will become. She just keeps going. She was on crack too.
100%.
Miss, what's her name?
Frizzle.
Miss Frizzle. Frizzle my drizzle.
For shizzle.
For shizzle. You
Yeah.
know, that's the stuff. But yeah, like, I'm just saying. So that's viable as well. We could
Yeah.
also attach that asteroid theory to my one and just be like, okay, the aliens landed, but they were the superior race and they were fucking around one day and destroyed everything that they built. But us as humans were looking at them and be like, oh my god, these are gods, because we
Yeah,
cannot
literally,
understand.
oh my god.
Yeah, they can't understand the technology
Yeah.
or anything. And a
And
person said
that's what
if,
magic was.
if you don't understand technology, it's
magic. Yeah.
You know, so that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
And then,
Like Norse mythology
Mhm.
and like, you know, those giants and everything.
yeah, the Johns are the Jaegers that were walking around and shit,
Yeah.
and they're just fighting wars because everyone loves to fight. Apparently.
Mhm.
You know, even ants have war colony wars and shit
Yeah.
like that. So we were like ants to them. They
Mhm.
didn't care about us because we
Yeah.
didn't do shit to them.
And I think, would each mythology be its like own section of the world, or would it be like by the era?
I think it's a bit of both.
Mm.
Like it would bleed into the eras as well.
Yeah.
But it's like when
Like Zeus was just this really one horny dude.
yeah, he was just going around and fucking, but he was one of the most powerful dudes. Like
Yeah.
he
was
had
like
a
Elon
boat.
Musk.
He probably had a boat.
A bow?
A boat.
Mm.
You know, and like he just had to flick it, and it was like frictionless because it was so thin.
Mm.
And when it landed, it had that superconductor material of Thor's hammer. Lightning strikes.
Yeah.
You know,
Like it changes the ionic balance
Yeah, exactly.
and
So that
causes it to
just-
be yeah.
And then he can create storms and shit because they have technology that powerful. You know.
weather
So-
manipulator.
Yeah, and then Ragnarok happened because all of them started fighting. And
Mm.
I'm not talking about tens or hundreds, right? I'm
Yeah.
talking they probably had like 100,000 at least walking around at one point.
Yeah.
You know,
Like, it
because
could
they were
have
so
been-
powerful
Mhm.
that they needed larger areas of space per person.
Yeah, like
You know?
Ragnarok could have been like, you know, maybe a volcano erupted and all of their fighting caused it, or
Yeah, exactly.
something like that.
Or that they fought so much
Mm.
that they caused massive natural disasters to happen
Yeah,
that they didn't account for.
yeah.
Because they.
Like the flood could have been them destroying like the sea barriers
yeah, exactly.
and end up, you know, fucking themselves up in the
Mhm.
process too.
Yeah. Trying to kill others.
Yeah.
Killed nearly everyone except that one coward who hid
Mm.
and became God.
Have you seen random thing? But I saw this comic
Yeah.
where they were like Noah's Ark, right? All the animals going in, and then the reason unicorns don't exist now is because
No, I mean like
no, the siblings went into, and then they're like, "You mean we gotta repopulate?" And then they're like, "Nah, bro. I'm gonna just go extinct."
what do you mean? Whoa.
Like,
oh
yeah. Like
I
the
just
ones
got
that
it.
the two unicorns that went in were brother and
Siblings,
sister.
yeah,
And they're like, you mean we gotta repopulate the earth? And then they look
We
at each
Gucci.
other. We're like,
they don't.
I
Need
think
unicorns.
I'll just go extinct.
They don't need unicorns.
Yeah.
That's like
Or the unicorn tried.
What would you do if you had to save your species, but it was
I'll
your
fuck a
sister?
hippo and make a rhino.
That's what happened.
Yeah, that's what happened.
The male unicorn just chilled. He's like, okay, fine. I guess I'll try to figure out something. And then he found a really attractive hippo, and he's like,
Oh, bro.
what?
The dude went for the hippo. The other one went for like a seal, and that's where narwhals came from.
Yeah,
Right?
understand?
Like a dolphin or something.
Yeah.
And
We created another Nice catch. We created another conspiracy.
fucked up with his leg.
That was my bad. Y'all didn't see anything.
Yeah, it fell in the frame. They didn't see shit.
That's why I said y'all didn't see. You. Anyways,
Fucking making life difficult for me.
bro, we have white teeth.
That's good. Better than yellow.
That's true. I color graded. I'm like, no, yellow.
Better than none.
Even better.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You smile and it's just blue.
But that's my conspiracy talk. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna publish it. But
you should. If you get
I'll
laughed
get
at-
your help as well.
Oh yeah.
You're like, okay, now I'm not gonna say that shit.
Yeah, because I was like, fuck.
If you get laughed at,
I was like, if you get laughed at, I'll laugh at you as well.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I'll get your help. Now we gotta make it good.
Exactly. But anyways, do you want to do anything else? It's before
What time is it?
ending. We had to.
What time is it?
11:30.
How long has it been?
2 hours and 15 minutes.
Nah, fuck it. We'll end it.
Exactly.
Alright.
Why don't we? Where's our cards?
What cards?
Our positive affirmation cards.
Oh, it's in my bag. Because I took it because I thought we were gonna do
Fuck
the
it, I
podcast.
guess, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to do a quick thing?
What?
You start a poem, one line. We'll try to go 5 lines each.
Really?
Just any line.
Poem.
Just say any line and I'll try another line. We had to, first thing that comes to our head. Or do you want to do the word thing?
Word thing? No, I think poem line is better. Word thing can go after rails real quick.
Oh yeah. Okay. Pause. I just look fine.
You always look
I
fine.
know.
Yeah.
That should be a shirt. Okay, go ahead.
They said the grass is green over there.
But now all I see is nothing but lies.
It is where I water, where the grass is green.
Where there will be the final price.
Of my sin.
That's it. That's the line?
Yeah.
And all my blessings shoved to a side. Hey, we're doing great. You got this.
Yeah. Like, is the sentence ending at any point? Did the sentence end?
Yeah, I thought you said to a side.
To a side, full stop. Alright.
My,
A coming of age this will be.
like Ragnarok, you will see.
If I burn, they'll burn with me.
And if I drown, I'll bring the sea. That was kind of weak. But
If I drown, I'll bring the sea.
I see. SW. No.
So none shall breathe if I'm not free.
So none shall breathe if I'm not free.
Mhm.
So none shall. That's such a hard line, by the way. Like as in like sick line.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
so none shall breathe if. What did you say? If I'm not free, right?
If I'm not free. So catch me inside. How about that?
So none shall breathe if I'm not free.
So catch me outside. How about that?
They'll be writhing in pain for eternity. I don't know how this went down, but every time I try to
and
get
they'll be
writhing in pain for eternity.
for all I see is eternity before me.
So you brought eternity back in the next line.
Yeah.
For all I see is eternity before me.
For all I see is forever before me.
I got nothing but time. For all I see is forever before me. No, so let me grab the crown. No, I got nothing but. What did you? I put I got nothing but time. What did you say? Because I got forever before me. What's that?
For all I see is forever before me. Yeah, long and
Slow it might be my climb to the top. I'm trying to bring it one way. I don't know if you're seeing what I'm trying to do. But go ahead. You have
just
been
to jump off
Oh, okay.
for the fall to feel. No.
Okay. For the fall to feel.
Wait.
To feel the fall.
No. It was.
You had a better line in your head.
What did I say?
Just to jump off for the fall to feel. I said
just to jump off to see how I'll fall.
Just to jump off to see how I'll fall.
That can be a full stop right there. And we can finish this tragedy that's going on.
But someday they'll know me as the one who knows it all. I don't know if you still see where I'm trying to bring this to. Okay, you have the you do one more and then I have the ending line because you.
I thought that was the ending line, no?
Okay,
that sounded like
that did sound like the ending line.
We can end it.
What I was trying to do was take us in the journey of the conspiracy theory. And for the first 3 quarters, you went good, and then I'll jump off to feel the fall.
No, like.
That's why I said slow my climb maybe because they had that fighting and shit like that, and then you were like, I would take them with me
jump to see how far I'll go.
To feel the fall.
No, I said just to jump off to see how I'll fall.
How I'll fall.
Yeah.
Isn't that the same as like feel the fall though? That's what
it's like metaphorical and literal in a sense. Like imagine a cliff, right? You just climb the thing, or not a cliff, like a mountain, I guess. You climb and then you jump off just to see how you fall. And metaphorically, it also works.
Understood. So he's trying to play God already. I have no idea.
At that point, like you climb to the max you can, and then you jump to see how low you can go.
Gotcha. Fall from grace, kind of.
Pretty much.
Gotcha. That's what I was thinking as well, but
yeah.
Anyways, that was semi decent at least, given that we didn't give us a topic, anything, you know.
Just fuck with it.
Yeah, exactly. I think we're gonna end the episode there. This has been we did that at the same time. This is your hosts Puvi and Rush.
Yeah. Also, just so you guys know, if any of you are like, board game players or card players, especially if you play Magic the Gathering, get the new expansion, March of the Machine, because Rashmi is on the card. It's called Rashmi and Ragavan.
Oh, that's my other sponsor.
Rashmi and Ragavan, and he's an elf monkey. Which, if you've been following the podcast with him climbing jam trees and shit, like doing monkey shit all the time, this makes sense.
That's right. Anyways, Elf Monkey out.
Alright. Peace.
Bye. Bye.